Welcome back, everybody. All right.
You need to get to IM East now. That's where the shooter is. Hey, Jordan, this way.
Oh, you see something? Welcome back. Bring the gifts up and running. That dog in the house, 2 minutes. Welcome back, everybody. I hope we have a great night. I hope we have Monday. We have some somber news. There is an active shooter in Michigan at this moment. I'm going over here to do if I can do this as fast as free, so I know where it's at. For now, we're good. If I can find another source on here.
I have people sheltering from acres in Conrad.
Exactly, Lori.
Copy. People sheltering in Conrad. Copy. Reacting to making.
7 status at the Union.
Soon.
Roll. Record.
347 to Union Hall, Clinton County. Is that your only floor you've cleared, or have you cleared everything else?
Clinton County, we're on the we're just not clearing the basement, or the basement level. That's all we've had cleared so far, quarter of the basement level.
When you're talking about people.
Acknowledged.
Units.
Deliberate search can take a minute.
Units, be advised, we're getting a call at 1855 Place, 1808. Apartment 235 for someone kicking on the door, unknown if related.
There's one. Oh, I got the wrong stream up. I was like, there's one person here.
Are you on
We're
the
doing
exterior
all right.
east side of South Hubbard?
X-12 moving into Hubbard.
Copy, moving into Hubbard.
You're listening to the same scanner I'm listening to. We'll see what they
10,
report.
16, 19.
People
Welcome,
sheltering from
everybody.
acres in Conrad Hall.
There's
Copy,
acres
people
right there.
sheltering in Conrad Hall.
Reacting 2, we're ready to make entry on the south side of Hubbard. We're going in.
Copy, reacting 2,
Nathan, how
making
you
entry
been,
of Hubbard.
man?
I have sheltering in place at Conrad Hall. I am in Conrad Hall with the shelter in place.
636 and LPD
Angela, welcome back at Cat Lady. Hey, Cat Man, you ain't lying.
Myself and Detective Osborne will be stationed at the Sparrow.
5 Charlie 2, we got the south entrance of South Hubbard.
I really would like to get someone on the ground.
Copy.
but
RTF 11, we have perimeter on the southeast corner. Hubbard.
I mean, live stream is in Michigan.
8 is at East Acres Hall. Where do you need us? Like that, it's RTF 7.
Exactly.
Call
what
for your
happened
status.
on campus.
RT4, meet outside West Acres. Copy.
RTF 2.
Lansing, should be advised on the possible B&E in progress.
Room 121. Everyone is secure. No.
Copy, you cut out. You said room 121 at Hubbard Hall South is all secure?
Firm. 121 is secure.
Copy.
I don't know what happened there. They said the room is secure. I don't know what happened in the room. You know, they said they were going in there.
Command, the Perky Hall has been cleared on secondary.
Hang on.
Point to that.
Breaking news, breaking news. Suspect description is a short male with a mask, possibly black. Suspect description is a short male with a mask.
We're getting reports at chemistry building. They saw a black male with a hat with something long in their hand, looked like a rifle. Again, chemistry building, black male with a hat and something long in his hand, possibly a rifle.
RTF 13, we're going to go mobile. We'll start that way.
A short
David,
male
did
with a
you see that
mask,
state
possibly
police
black.
We've been here for 10 minutes and didn't hear anything in the courtyard.
Oh, really? What are you doing?
For units on scene, we're getting a report that someone received a picture with possibly 2 subjects carrying a hunting rifle. They saw on Facebook that there were 3 total shooters. They all posted pictures with
3?
2 black hoodies, 1 in jeans,
What?
1 with a green shirt and black pants.
Oh, this is the first. If that's
So
the case.
that's a report of a Facebook picture of multiple shooters?
RTF 14, I'm moving a group of civilians to Conrad Hall.
I don't know what that's about. So somebody said they saw a picture.
Well, that would be a first for me, dude. Multiple people just
so
randomly
somebody-
shooting people.
At 137 Vogue. I will have someone call them back and get that picture.
Okay, what's that location?
137 Vogue. 137 Vogue. They possibly found the pictures of the accused sign.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about,
We're going to try to
guys.
get the pictures in.
Man, that'd be wild.
Scanner said, like, somebody said on Facebook they found a picture of 3 shooters?
137 Vogue. 137 Vogue. We're going to try to get the picture sent to us as well.
1 Abbott Command ready from Maryland 152.
Go ahead.
694. Good.
Windsor 170, Grand Ledge 152, stage at Vogue Dinshaw.
There's just no way there's 3 people that are just. I mean,
Do we
but
have any
look at the Hellbop comment people. They were all willing to sacrifice themselves for nothing. So it's like, I mean, it's possible, dude.
Officer Dalen without
3 people would be willing to go out like this.
That was a very strange report we just heard on the scanner.
347, I've got RTF 15 led by Lawrence going to Vogue. It's negotiators.
RTF 2, we're ready for work.
I just... I'm going to advise we have a group of 70 students at the Wolf parking ramp. I'm trying to hide.
Guys, I'm just trying to find some background, some other information here. I have the scanner on. Sorry, I'm just looking at a couple things to try to find you some more information here.
223, we're on traffic point right here. We don't see anything.
Again, police say the suspect is description is a short male with a mask, possibly black. They said there's one suspect.
We're also getting a call now that they can hear shots outside of McDonald Hall, possibly near the loading dock first floor. Loading dock first floor, McDonald Hall can possibly hear shots.
Extremely fucking active.
Medic 93.
Holy
There's
shit.
McDonald. I mean, I don't know if there's more than one shooter.
Mac,
we keep getting
then just saying McDonald's. I'm just gonna be real with it.
We keep getting reports of gunshots, and police have said there's one shooter, but I don't know that there's one shooter. There was a very strange report on the scanner a few minutes ago where they said someone said they found a picture on Facebook of the three shooters, something like that, and they were like, we're going to get that picture, we're going to get them to send it to the police. So I don't really know what's up with that. So
I'm getting reports at Cedar Village, Building 504. Cedar Village, Building 504. 1 minute delay. They can hear yelling in the hallway. And all units, if it was access to CAD, check your CAD. Pictures of possible accused are in there. Not sure if it's going to be them or maybe police.
Picture of possible accused?
Command from 1064 acres.
So are there multiple suspects now? It's very confusing.
Units be advised, we're getting reports at 323 Village Drive. 323 Village Drive, apartment 504, that there is someone threatening 5 people with a firearm.
Wow, that's right here. Right here.
RDS 14 and out.
How many? Are there more than one shooter? Is there more than one shooter?
Damn, this seems
That's
like
Village Drive right there.
Actually, a little crazy.
There's a lot of reports going on for it just being one shooter, so we'll just have to see. We just don't know. We just don't know right now.
All right, I'm going to start working on getting the students back in the caffeine secured.
Like it might be.
FBI posted that they are responding. Faytux found that.
622, are we clear to move people from Conrad back to Acres?
Dispatch from Battalion 11.
Yeah, somebody sent me a photo. I don't know if it's.
6.
I don't know if it's legit though. Somebody
Please
sent
tell
me.
me who is moving these ambulances to a different staging area on top of us.
Does anyone know if anyone cleared the basement of Acres?
Guys, there's a photo floating around now of purportedly 3 people walking around with guns. I cannot confirm the photo. It was posted, I guess it might have been posted on Snapchat, but I'm not going to show it because I can't tell if it's legit. But there's a couple photos floating around of 3 people walking down the street. And I don't know if that's legit.
At Union Hall right now.
But again, there's photos floating around of 3, looks like men walking down the street with guns.
Yo, Phil, guess what?
But that's all
your
unconfirmed
place
right now.
in hell.
That's all
asshole.
unconfirmed right now. Police said that it appears to be one suspect a while back, but we just don't know. But I would just be careful.
Contact 1. It was road officers from LPD, Forbes, Miller, Zuber, Muller, and you got separate start team in the basement clearing that.
Again, we just don't have a lot of good, reliable information right now. It just, police have reported multiple shooting locations, at least one suspect. This is an ongoing incident, and Detroit News has at least one dead.
We were sent a picture of a possible accused. It's a white male, glasses, facial hair. Made a threat on social media around 1822 today. His picture's in the call.
So there's another picture of a white male with glasses who made a threat on social media a few hours ago. You know, you're here.
This is way wilder than I thought it'd be.
So it's and that's after the police said the suspect possibly is black, right? So we just don't know who the suspect or suspects are right now and how many of them. We just don't know.
How did you talk before
There's just conflicting information going on. Different locations where shots are reported. I can't confirm that they happened there. So we're just trying to get better information here. But this does appear to be an ongoing incident. Yeah, so I'm aware of the photo of 3 people walking around with guns. I don't know if that's legit. I just don't know.
To Sergeant Schlegel.
484.
All right.
Yeah.
RDF 14, we're on 4. Or I'm sorry, 5 in Cedar Village. You got an apartment number?
Yeah, lots of very unconfirmed reports. Okay. Lots of very unconfirmed rumors.
Sorry, I was sorting through the notes. It's going to be, the address they gave was 323 Village Drive, apartment 504. The resident in 504 could hear someone out there threatening someone.
Dude, another train just derailed in Texas, by the way. 16 cars carrying hazardous materials. The fuck? It happened with, I don't know, today sometime.
Who all do we have in Union Hall other than Clinton SOT? I understand there's some officers on the other floors.
Yep, there's a group of LPD officers.
Dispatch for Medic 12.
Medic 12.
Medic 12. For our command, we're just holding our spots for now.
If you can write to me on Twitter @Lookner. I'm just doing my best to get you guys information, but you know, not gonna post rumors.
Man, dude,
Detroit News says at least one is confirmed dead. The police have said there's multiple victims. I don't know how many victims.
The subjects at Acres Hall are police with them. We are into the security.
The subjects at Acres Hall are police.
Can I get the location of the LPD officers inside Union
They gave us COVID.
There's a lot of police with guns on campus walking around too. That can lead to confusion.
That COVID shit was intentional. Y'all, we need to start thinking about that more.
Can you advise exactly where you are?
I'm pretty sure the COVID thing was intentional.
Every stairwell covered.
China fucked us over intentionally.
LPD's in the stairwells. Copy.
Is there anyone near Valley Court Park? Valley Court Park getting reports
Maybe
of,
we should conquer China, huh?
Valley Court Park, subject watching with a long gun.
We should start thinking about that.
That is all the way up here. That's up here.
Why are so many Asians shooting people all of a sudden? Have you noticed that?
We've been talking about down, like here, I think.
Chinese Americans at that.
And I don't know if all these reports are legit or not. Some of these could be police too. These
Splinter cells, maybe?
Might see police.
Be advised, we're now getting reports of 1050 Waters Edge, 1050 Waters Edge, hearing shots fired.
That's the ultimate terrorism. If they got Chinese splinter cells, they're just
that's
fucking
all the way over here.
Us.
1050 Waters Edge.
When it's gonna
that's
happen.
also near. RDF 14, the area is clear. We are in Cedar Village. We are not hearing any shots fired at this time.
It's almost like they might be getting.
RDF 14 in Cedar Village, not hearing anything at this time.
That's happened to.
You were making contact on the first floor with students.
I don't know if people are making false reports.
You're a conductor? Really? What kind of music's your favorite to conduct?
Is clear.
They'll get a report that there's a shooter, that there's shots fired, and somebody will get on the scanner and say, well, I'm there and there's no shots.
We just finished basement of Hubbard. We can move
Fucking
to Valley Court
conductor. Fuck out of here, troll.
Again,
you stink.
It seems like maybe they're getting some false reports. Well, they're getting false reports, but it seems like, I don't know, maybe somebody's intentionally calling false reports to them.
At Union, Berkey. All units at Union and Berkey go to East Lansing MSU Ops.
All other units stay on the Berkey and Union Ops.
Copy. All units say Union or Berkey switch to East Lansing on the 6th.
The South Hubbard all clear.
Cedar Village is clear.
Alright, whatever. Maybe you were. I used to repair their radios.
Again,
Kenwood.
we know there's.
I used to use Kenwood radios for your communications, and I used to repair them and tweak them.
For a white male, black jacket
maybe you were
and jeans,
BNSF
carrying an
trainer.
MSU
Who knows who the fuck BNSF is? Have someone who worked for BNSF.
Who
So
walked
you
into
might
this
be.
building. They thought it was suspicious.
That's just a suspicious person.
Troopers, what was the last known on that pickup?
Rip the 33 game. We gotta get some games in, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to unmember from you if you don't invite me to a game sometime. Man.
Multiple shooting locations reported.
I'm a top tier member,
breaking
bro.
news! Breaking news!
You don't ever invite me.
Breaking news!
They saw a gray truck pulled into the back, then drove down the wrong direction of travel towards the north, towards the neighborhood.
Breaking news.
Copy.
Victims are currently being transported to Sparrow Hospital. Brody Hall, Snyder, Phillips Hall, Mason Hall, Abbott Hall, Landon Hall, the MSU Union, and Berkey Hall have all been cleared, secured.
React Team 12 was dispatched to Hubbard Hall to clear that. Can you give me a status of Hubbard Hall? We cleared the basement.
Basement of Hubbard is clear.
The basement.
2K 43 UTL Valley Court.
Copy for or 2 shots heard right.
We're done in the house. I have a first gun with no tubes.
Again, victims are currently being transported to Sparrow Hospital. Brody Hall, Snyder, Phillips Hall, Mason Hall, Abbott Hall, Landon Hall, the MSU Union, and Berkey Hall have been cleared, secured. That's new from police.
Waters, I just cleared.
Oh shit! I just doxed myself on a previous job. I just realized.
208 Collingwood. Reports of 2 shots heard.
606, how you been,
208 Collingwood. Is that a legit report? I don't know.
Sorry, man.
Troop 3's over at Collingwood right now.
Copy.
That's off campus, you know. I think it's a house.
Seriously, though,
near campus.
Y'all know.
Also, we don't know where they could be hearing shots that are taking place on campus. So, wow, we just don't know exactly what's going on. Is there one shooter? Is there more than one shooter? We just don't know.
Are there any units in the basement of Snyder, Phillips? We're getting reports of an unknown male walking around the basement.
Supposedly, if y'all are just not joining us, there might be 3 gunmen.
Hello.
Which hall are you talking about?
What's up?
What the fuck?
Hey guys, B&O News just posted something real quick.
Yo, what's going on?
Real quick, B&O News just posted something I want to show you. Chaotic scenes at Michigan State University as heavily armed police search for active shooter.
Are there units still at Cedar Village knocking on doors at all?
I could hear that person.
RDF 14, none of us were knocking on doors. We cleared 2 buildings, but didn't knock on any doors.
Okay.
Where is the guy streaming from? Which guy?
Acres dying. Oh shit.
RDF 14, we did have a team that knocked on room 504.
Oh my god.
504.
Okay, we have 323 Village Drive calling, advising someone banging on the door, claiming there was a fire department.
You want to get something in front of the door? Bro, yeah.
Can you copy this traffic, please?
Go ahead.
Okay, reference the
news
traffic
guy?
about someone walking around
from? What do you mean? Agenda Free TV.
And also, I believe we're out that gray pickup truck. You can
on YouTube.
Copy a plate. We are at Snyder Hall. Okay, gray Ford F-150 202 Adam 41. I'm out with 1136 and 5520.
Dispatch 944. Clear 2013 Ford F-150 valid through 2023 to a Jacob Jones out of Onondaga. That might be police.
Yeah, we don't know the deal with that car they're mentioning.
Clear.
622 command post.
15, that's one of our officers that he's planting.
Yeah, it sounds like the truck is an officer's truck.
Lenora 2, nothing here, Valley Court Park.
Copy. Is RTF team at 137 Gove knocking on the door now?
There's a video.
Vila is here. Hey, man, Vila. Dang, it's a long time since I've seen you, too. Oh, my gosh.
There's a lot of
like
unconfirmed
years,
stuff going
actually.
around, guys. I'm not going to post rumors.
Both of you guys.
I'm not going to post
doing?
video where I don't know where it's coming from. There's a video floating around now that supposedly is of somebody getting arrested. I don't know that that's happened. We have not heard on the scanner about
76
anybody getting
didn't answer
arrested on the
either.
scanner, and we've been listening to it. So we just don't know what's going on right now. But the scanner has not reported anyone arrested. Detroit News is saying at least one dead. But we just, there's
Union, if I can help you here.
much more that we don't know than we know right now. But we have not heard about anybody getting arrested on the scanner. Multiple shooting locations reported. I can't confirm.
We have a lot of people in Conrad Hall that came from Acres. Is Acres closer to send them back in?
But we do know there are victims. Because
Acres is clear.
the police just said their victims are currently being transported to Sparrow Hospital and that they've cleared a number of buildings on the
Officers
campus.
at Conrad are going to start shepherding people back to Acres from Conrad.
They also they said the suspect is a short male with a mask, possibly black.
Hey man, my bad, brothers. How you doing?
Maybe there's more than one shooter.
My crash, I'm reloading it.
But there's no reliable reporting that I've heard about the number of victims and all that. So we're just bringing you live coverage, bringing you the latest. If you're hearing new information, feel free to give me a shout on Twitter, @Lickner on Twitter. And thanks so much to our moderators who are in our chat rooms. I really appreciate it. I'm going through a bunch of different news outlets.
If you want to join the stream, you can just join it by going to the chat. You can find it. I don't know where it's at.
Siobhan, it's still an active scene out here.
Now for my brown brothers. I didn't know tortilla.
15 to 20 minutes, we saw more law enforcement
officers
come in. At one point, I saw 2 officers run towards the line of ambulances, asking them for cutting equipment like axes and things of those sort. And we've heard a little bit of banging inside the hall. We see some lights turning on within the first level, and right now we have a helicopter hovering overhead as well. It's still an active scene. We've seen units from all around mid-Michigan, from Livingston County, Eaton County, even Michigan conservation officers were out here in a pickup truck just patrolling the campus right now. There's still an active situation, very fluid, with many officers and units going through campus right now. Now, there are more ambulances coming down alongside the Broad Art Museum. Earlier, in the past 20 minutes, I counted about more than 5 ambulances showing up. Now this makes 7 in total right now. They're all outside of the residence hall, and we've just seen a lot of officers come in and out of the building. And as I said before, we've heard banging sounds, so I'm not sure if they're trying to open doors, but it's still an active situation out here with a lot of law enforcement agencies just coming together to secure the scene out here.
Extra batteries on top of the news car.
Oh, he left. He's back in 1 minute. He had to go pee, bro. Even Lugner has to pee.
No, he put a TV. I got a TVU, and he put the batteries in. I got to run back.
Do we have enough followers on Kick yet?
But
I'm
the
trying to
thing is,
get
I was
10.
going to say is we have basically
10
2 batteries that
followers.
have power. So
We need Kick followers.
the 11 followers could be decent, but like
We got 8! 2 more! We're so close.
at least 2 to 8. I'm going to go double check the news. Those are by my car, but all I saw was a TV. I'm going to go double check.
Tell me if you followed so I can give you the 100,000 dough though.
Okay.
Hey, bring your cord. I have a charger with me. Okay.
It's a new platform for ITV, Kick. You see the link up there? If you follow me on Kick, 100,000 dough your way. Lots of sound commands you can do for this. This is one of them.
I got the poo on
Here's
me.
another one.
That is one big pile of shit.
You're on there already? Oh, well, shit, you gotta follow me then, bro. Alright. I'll follow you back, man. What's your name on there? Same thing?
This is the United States of America, damn it.
I'm your 5th follow, homie. I did it. Follow for follow. Follow. I didn't start it by the last one. I'm beating you though. I got 8. I'm gonna be a kicker. You watch. I'm gonna be a professional kicker. I think I might open another bottle of whiskey though, Fry. Is that okay? 30 days ago? Well, why are you behind me then? You're not working at it enough. You're not giving the people what they desire. Have you showed them what you're working with? Show me what you're working with. Alright, look, there's back.
Hunkering down, trying to get into the doors.
Be
Moving
back.
northbound in the hallway. We're checking the hallways.
You said a red hoodie?
Red or burgundy.
Copy. Last thing wearing a red or burgundy hoodie.
And one report of possibly green.
RT4 is at Bessie.
In principle. So I find it.
At 22 has Wharton parking garage been cleared?
I don't know why they'd be doing a news conference if nobody was in custody. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Hi there, nice to see you. Bumblebee tuna.
News conference officially announced.
People towards the street.
Guys, look at this. Look at this, guys. A news briefing will take place at 11 p.m. The police just announced a news briefing will take place at 11 p.m.
We got access to Bessie on the south side.
Copy. Just be advised from room 108, the caller can hear screaming. Room 108 at Bessie, they can hear screaming coming from the room.
Screaming coming from the room at Bessie. So yeah, I don't know if somebody's in custody because they're giving a news conference at 11, the police say. So again, there's a video floating around purportedly showing somebody being arrested. I haven't heard about anybody being arrested on the scanner. So I don't know what this means with the news conference, news briefing taking place. But that was just announced. What can I tell you? It's a very confusing situation.
Skinny penis.
I apologize. Go again.
Okay, I opened another fucking bottle. God dang it, the other bottle was empty, dude. I had to open another one. I'll tell you what, when I'm down to one case of the illicit still, I'm not going to open any more of them. Once I'm down to one case of them, which is 6 bottles, I have 8 bottles left.
They're clearing
of the illicit still.
They're clearing buildings.
I'm not going to let myself get
Units be advised, we're also
below
getting
6.
reports.
Save those. I will push kick more when they
Near
get out
327
beta.
Hillcrest. 327 Hillcrest, they can see 2 males walking
really?
towards the Big B.
Wait, you can't go
I don't
live
think
on
they have
it?
any weapons, but one subject is limping and one
I don't mind going live on Rumble. I'm live on Rumble
limping.
every day, dude.
So they keep getting
For
calls
months
about
now.
somebody limping. That might
do it
not
every
be
day.
a
It's not
suspect.
that big of a
That
deal.
might just be a person walking around. That's up here
Dude.
on the northwest side of campus.
I go live on.
So
what,
we
8
don't know that
platforms
that's a
day?
suspect.
How many?
Again,
7.
there's a news conference coming
Facebook,
up in
D-Live,
32
Rumble,
minutes. It's a little
Africa
confusing to me
TV,
why they're having
Twitter,
the news conference.
Trovo,
I mean,
and
you'd think
YouTube.
maybe they would wait until somebody's in custody. Maybe there is somebody in custody. I
Facebook's
don't
the only
know.
one I'm not live on now because
we
8
still
hour
don't know
limit.
how many. The police have said they
all
think.
All units, we're getting reports that it's 6170 Abbott. 6170 Abbott at the quarters.
I don't give a shit about the bugs. I need 10. You follow me yet? Did you follow me?
People are
I need
believing the
10.
shooters are there.
Wow.
347 RTF 18.
Wow.
Led by an LPD star guys heading that.
That's up
Copy,
here.
RTF 18, show you en route.
Guys, that report
Hey,
was like.
You must
That's
have.
like
I got 9 now.
more than a mile
That's
north of
100,000
campus.
Bro, you let me know.
That's up 6. If I have this right, 617 Abbott, 770 Abbott. That's like above. That's north of campus. So maybe some of these reports are fake reports. I just don't know.
For all units in command post, be advised we have someone just call 911, advise that there are explosives placed on campus,
You did?
and then they disconnected.
Wow.
I see him.
So I don't know if that's a fake
You
call.
must have. I'm at it.
If anyone comes across anything, we're available.
Okay, we are
12,000
trying to get that phone number and see if there's anything we can do with it.
Boom. Good night. Debbie! No, I'm sorry. I won't yell anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was being stupid. Please don't leave, Debbie. Hey, thanks for the dono the other day that I didn't recognize until like the next morning also. I'm sorry I didn't see that in time.
Advised we did have a phone call.
I do appreciate you being
advised
here.
that they did place
Good night,
1015s
though.
in buildings on campus, just for updates for further info. Center 2230.
So somebody called 911 and said there were explosives on campus and then hung up. But we don't know if that's a legit call or not.
Are there any units at Holden Hall West?
Starting mileage be 802.73.2.
God, I got banned on Lugner for talking about yogurt
Units
too
that can
much.
check
I remember
these
that
2
now.
subjects who are near Crunchies on Grand River. They keep saying 2 subjects and one's limping.
So there are multiple shooters, it sounds
That's
like.
here, near
Copy, RTF 11, show you that checking the area of Crunchies for 264.
He banned me for asking
Command,
about his
Fire
yogurt.
Center. There's a 1015 threat.
What was I doing? I forget.
Still getting further information. If you want to read line
I don't remember that. Who
734.
was here for that?
That's line 734.
1015.
I kept It's something on his yogurt emoji or something.
Again, somebody called police and
I would just
claimed
use it or something. I don't know.
Claimed there were explosives on campus. Michigan State campus, that would be, obviously.
Something about the yogurt. I would say something. I forget what it was. I have to see the emoji real fast. So
we'll get him out.
what was it? It was something we would say that just pissed him off. Yogurt gang. That's what it was. I would say yogurt gang. Like we are the yogurt gang.
The person
right?
residing there at the third floor personal space room.
Breaking news. Breaking news. All campus activities canceled for 48 hours. Breaking news. This is from the police and public safety. All campus activities canceled for 48 hours.
I don't know why yogurt gang pissed him off.
All campus activities are canceled
He's
for
the
48
yogurt
hours,
emoji.
including athletics classes and all campus-related activities.
Manuel,
Please do
whoa,
not
yo,
come to campus tomorrow.
I still got your seeds,
That's just
bro.
announced
How's your
by the
grow
police.
going? I need to get on that. I gotta get in a better spot. Them seeds are still good though, probably. I do appreciate you for the kind generosity. Fisted sister. I don't remember you. What do you mean long time? That's not your name. I don't remember that name.
There's a shelter in place and team.
Get a different name if that was if
Just
you're
warm.
from
Email.
the past.
10-4 incoming.
He does that.
Command post for all RTF teams. Once your assignments are complete, return to command post. Command post for all RTF teams. Once your assignments are complete, return to the command post for reassignment.
And again, there's a news briefing. There's a news briefing coming up at 11 p.m.
Yes, sir.
But it's coming back, dude.
1166.
In 26 minutes.
Send a lean message or get
Be more memorable this time, though.
Okay. Find out what the cross streets
try.
are.
I'm gonna try my best.
Post. 3, go ahead.
Look, man, seriously, thanks for coming back.
Sorry about that. They were told to move up by
coming through
TV.
tonight.
Would you like them to stay here?
Is it the thumbnail?
UTL subject that countries will be clear that area.
Happy UTL
Wild
countries.
night.
Yeah, that's fine. Just stay there.
Hey, this smoke.
For all units, be advised
Oh,
we're getting
shit.
reports of hearing gunshots in McDonald Dining Hall.
Nothing in there.
I don't know.
Brody Dining Hall, reports of shots fired.
Broy or Brody? Again, I don't know if that's...
We're getting reports as well, possibly coming from McDonald Hall West.
RTF 17, cast with that.
It sounds like Broy or something. I don't know the name of that dining hall. They said Broy Dining Hall. I don't think it's Brody. She didn't say Brody.
Oh my God, Lookner, shut the
and
fuck
again,
up.
There's lots of reports coming in.
God
and
dang.
Some of these might be false.
Why
reports.
does he have to say
Some of these
stupid
might be
shit
false reports.
constantly?
Was it Brody? I don't know. There
Was
a
it Brody? I don't know. I don't know if it was Brody or not. They
People
said
in the
Brody,
chat
but
are
I don't know if
saying
it was
Brody, so maybe
actually
it is.
Brody.
I
I don't
don't
know. What
know.
did you guys
But
hear? What do you
there have
think?
been so many
Lookner me.
of shots at different places,
Lookner
and there
me.
might be
Was
people
it Brody or
calling
was it not
and
Brody? I
calling
don't
and
know. I don't know.
unfortunately
I
giving
don't
fake
know.
reports.
If it was
I just
Brody
don't
or not Brody, I don't know. Fucking guy.
Be advised, we're receiving a report
Fuck
at
up.
Owen Hall West. Owen Hall West, we saw a caller advised they heard a van show up to the loading dock and unload something, and they think it could possibly be explosive.
Yeah, so again, who knows if that's true, right? Somebody saw a van.
We can be in route.
I love him. But at the same time, I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
It's very chaotic right now.
Yep, 735 East Shaw. 735 East Shaw Lane.
Clear 735. Yeah. Sure.
There's a lot of confusion about what's going on right now. Thank you to our moderators. I really appreciate it, moderators. Thank you. So again, what we do know is that there is an ongoing active shooting incident at Michigan State University. This started a little over 2 hours ago. There are multiple victims reported. Detroit News says at least one dead. One or more shooters. Police have said they think there's one suspect, but we don't know. And there's a news conference coming up at 11 p.m., which is in 23 minutes. There's lots of rumors floating around that are utterly unconfirmed.
Oh my God,
there's a photo.
I can't fucking do the volume to this because every time I do, it brings up the emojis. The fuck? Oh, now you're not talking. Of course.
It's in 23 minutes. So, again, at least one person is dead. That is being widely reported. We don't know how many victims. Police say there are multiple victims. We have the scanner on, and we're just
okay, cheers, y'all. I'm going to chill out. Let's chill out together.
I'm letting you know what I'm hearing.
We're not dead.
We're listening to the scanner.
Check this out. We're not dead. Cheers, y'all.
I will let you know it. And
feels good to still be alive. Nobody's shooting at us.
At the news briefing.
Let's celebrate.
But if you are hearing information, give me a shout on Twitter at Lookner, and I'm just checking a bunch of different sources here.
I think we're outside Campbell.
903 to either the coal units on Meridian Main.
Contact, go ahead.
Oh shit, what's this?
Oh, and somebody called in.
Been checked. John 2616. Leaving
You said John 2616?
903 dispatch. You have several units that are available for calls. Pole Sisters, Officer Strauss, or Officer Mandernack, Hacker. They are available for calls. Just checking to see if them are available right now.
Yeah, I'm not reporting rumored suspects. We don't do rumors.
At Campbell Hall.
903 dispatch.
Copy, React Team 2 at Campbell Hall.
What room are we going to?
3 units that just...
he said Ruber, he said Rube, or we go to. It's like Ruber, we go into. He said Ruber, and the guy on the radio said, what rumor we go into? That was a trip.
We're still trying to figure that out. We've got a picture of a text chain where they're advising that the accused is possibly in a dorm room with his group of friends. We'll try to get further.
All right, where do you want these people? There's a lot of people inside here.
Hey, we're all blessed, man.
Do you want me
At
to
this
take
moment,
the
compared to the
9
people that are
off of the shooting?
going through this shit, these people are good. These people are blessed too. But whoever's near the gunman right now,
you can take them off, and they can.
I can't even imagine, dude. Honestly.
Take any other emergency calls you have in the county.
10-4. They were local sisters.
Border Patrol 700, Delta 122.
I really can't, man.
Copy. Is there another RTF unit that can go to Campbell?
I'm probably asked to be by Ingham County. I got the address. I'm ready to copy.
I'm just trying to find you more information, guys. A lot of rumors, but...
16's en route, quarter mile out.
Copy.
182.
Look at how happy these college kids are while they're being interviewed, though, and people are being shot and shit. That is weird. This is weird. Seeing their faces and how they're smiling. How is anybody smiling right now?
By the hub that they see
How are any of them fucking smiling? They're so. How is this guy just? Everybody's just aloof and like, well, whatever. We're safe now. Like, what do you mean? People are actively being shot at and shit. And dude, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're actually fucked, dude. You know how fucked we are? I just saw it. If China and Russia decide to, and North Korea all decide to hit us at once right now, we're so fucked, dude. Because our youth are fucking out of it. They're gone. They're lost.
617 West Circle Drive.
This guy's mildly retarded.
Yeah, press conference
you can look at him and tell.
Minutes.
I'm sorry. I heard him talk earlier, though.
Statewide 1, and we're going to have SQ, HQ1.
Eyes are too close together.
We're currently in Lansing.
Some sort of news briefing at 11 p.m.
I'm chilling. It's the whiskey.
Some sort of news briefing at 11 p.m., guys.
We're monitoring all three.
The kids just really pissed me off, though. Seeing that, how they're just like total disregard for their classmates.
Again, thank you to all of our moderators.
Like, I'm not there. I'm not nearly as connected to this shit as they are. So I'm kind of like.
Any other units still
I'm an outsider looking in. But if I was there, I don't think I'd be smiling about shit and laughing and like, oh, I'm on TV.
We're still going to try to find the medical and then evac all these people out.
Yeah, there's people barricaded.
The trouble subject on Abbott Road. 2673 Abbott Road. Caller's roommate, Zenev Zeta, 22-year-old female, wearing a purple top and green pants, was threatening to shoot Haley, the caller. This did come in at 21:03, so there's about an hour delay.
Is there some sort of virus going around where people want to shoot each other now? What was that? That some other random person wants to...
15 on 7. I can help out with mutual aid if they want as well.
Look, there's even like, what?
Time for outside their room.
I'm just wondering.
1-3 was on there as well. 4 also.
15 Adam 7. For now, I'm just holding some suspicious person calls that could possibly be related to the incident.
I am really wondering if somebody's in custody.
I don't want to send just one unit to those.
I'm hoping.
Just let me know if you need me.
Right? What if the kids are just trolling at this point? That could be it, too. They could be, dude.
They're based by the elevator. They possibly are by. They're at 3002 or 3004. Thank you.
What if somebody has a system set on their PC to robocall the police? Robocall the police with fake calls, with fake reports.
And you just be advised we have a caller outside of Gilchrist Hall. Gilchrist Hall, they heard one.
While they're doing their deed, so it floods the system.
Gilchrist Hall. Is that a legit report? I don't know.
That was something somebody could do, possibly. I hadn't even thought about that until now. A way to flood the system and get the resources scattered.
1033.
Building, I believe they came out of Acres dining hall a little while ago, and now they're standing here. There's a lot of law enforcement around, some other first responders that are here on scene. There's some parents that have been coming up looking for their kids. We've seen that a few times as well here on the campus, Michigan State University. So obviously this remains a very active scene. We can still hear the helicopter going overhead every now and then here on campus, as obviously this continues to be very active. But we will continue to provide updates here on campus over the next few minutes and couple of hours here. But for now, live in East Lansing, Colton Sikoranki.
The school newspaper, the State News. At least one dead reported. I can't tell you how many people are injured.
14, can you clear at Holmes? It was 511 that we're going to.
Police.
Yep, room 511 at Holmes Hall East.
Police said victims are currently being transported to Sparrow Hospital.
Units were also receiving information for a black pickup truck and a small sedan on Birch that keeps driving by slowly.
RDF 5.
Be advised on the VNE 2311 North High Street.
It's very shocking out right now.
Pallet crash in the building here.
My roommates just
ended up leaving
hoping
with some items out of the house.
as soon as possible.
and just hopefully soon a better relief once they catch them. So.
How are you getting your information right now? Is the school notifying you through social media? Are you receiving text messages or emails? How are you getting your up-to-date information as a student?
We'll get back to the police scanner in a second.
I mean, I'm mainly listening to the radio scanner, but you know, with social media, there's always people just texting around. So I've heard. I mean, I for God hope not, but I've heard there may be explosives across campus as well. And I'm just praying that that's not true. So
we are too, Tim. But I have to ask you, in terms of official notification from MSU, I know they're sending out those text alerts. One of the students sending one to us about 10:04 p.m. tonight. What did that text message say? Because it seemed as though they were indicating that there could have been yet another scene. Is that what you got from that 10:04 p.m. text as well?
That's the cynical me.
I know MSU has been trying to email us the best they can. Obviously, it's a difficult situation. Sure. But yeah, I mean, they're trying to alert us as much as possible. I know it's hard. MSU is a big campus. I know I heard that as well. So I'm just yeah.
Have you been able to talk through text to your mom or dad or your relatives?
Yep. I was able to reach out to them. Thank God. I was back at IM East. We were all okay, and then I heard shots, and I was like, Mom, I'm sorry if I don't make it. I love you. But so it was a little rough. But yeah, I was able to contact them, and we're all good, all safe.
Listen, I got to tell you something, Tim. You're going through something that people twice your age have never been through before.
What was your name again? I'm sorry. Jameson. Okay. Freshman. So they are with Cody now. They're going to go back to the desk and then come to us. So it might be a minute.
Debbie Risers, you're still here. You came back. Thanks for coming back.
I wish I had another.
Thanks for the $5 too.
Were you eating?
Yeah, we were in the dining hall eating, and then we tried to leave, and they didn't let us leave. So then we
hope you've been all right. I hope you've been doing all right.
I'll let you know. That shouldn't be that long here. So since it's alive, no swearing or anything.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know why they're not popping up on the screen, Debbie. They're slow.
Okay. All right, stand by. Jameson, right?
Yes.
Just want to hear what these guys say, you know. Did he see something? If he didn't see something, then he's kind of like a... Oh, they're having a press conference up here. Alright, so we're at the press conference. I gotta get that live as soon as it happens. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and almost.
We're getting the same information as well. Is this the first time you're hearing it?
David, and yeah, we continue to be here on campus, and if you've been watching, over the last couple of minutes we saw that large group of students come out of one of the buildings, and I'm joined by one of those students. This is Jameson. So Jameson, can you kind of talk to me about what was happening before you guys got evacuated there?
So we were locked in the dining hall, and they started to barricade the doors. Me and the group I'm with, we don't know if any shots were actually fired within the dining hall, but people started to yell, move, move, run, stuff like that. So just stampeding out of the hall. And we had police officers outside the building who told us to then go across a yard and to the parking garage. And now we're out here just waiting.
Yeah, and kind of describe to me, so when all the commotion started happening, you know, what went through your mind when that happened?
Just not a whole lot. I'm just trying to stay with my friends that I have here, thinking about my parents back home, just trying to make split decisions on what to do in the moment, whether to help people up or if it was just I'm all for myself right there. And luckily enough, I made it out. So there was just a lot going through my head.
Why is he asking him these questions like that, man? He's too young to be like
we were just talking here is
he
that
shouldn't
you're
put
in
him on
shorts
the
and a
spot
t-shirt
like
out
that
here,
and
and
make
it's
him
not
make
exactly
a public
warm.
record like
So
that
this was
on
really,
national TV.
you were just eating, and then all this started happening.
The news
right?
is so cutthroat, bro.
I just finished with an exam, actually, so met my roommate at the dining hall. We were eating dinner, about to go up, do homework, normal Monday night things, and then we went on lockdown, and the night hasn't been the same since.
Yeah, and have you heard anything from the university or anything like that about what's going on?
I haven't heard anything from the university. Just my parents have been keeping me updated with what they see on the news and what other peers have seen on the news that are in a safe location and can update us. But from the university, no.
Yeah, one of the things that when we saw you guys coming out of the building is you guys all had your hands up. It appeared. Walk me through, doing something like that.
Well,
Tony G, number 10.
Obviously, everybody's panicked, and people are going to want to start running, but you have to do what's best to protect yourself and the others around you. So I think pretty much everyone knew, take everything out of your pockets, don't make yourself look suspicious, walk slowly. Granted, we were in a vulnerable position. We had to do what's best for us and to just hold our hands above our heads, make sure we were okay, and then that was pretty much it, yeah.
And so one more time, where exactly were you at on campus?
To start, or
when you guys were asked to leave?
We were in the dining hall, then moved to the parking garage, and then on our own accord, we moved ourselves out here to be closer to the ambulances and news because we felt more safe around a larger group of people. Sure.
All right, well, we are certainly glad that you are safe. Thank you so much for spending some time to talk with us. There appears to be the ambulance setting up here behind us. So turn the lights on there. But we're going to continue to be out here. The group of students continues to stand here one more time. I don't know if you can hear it, but the helicopter continues to fly overhead here on campus at Michigan State University. Remember, we are near IM East, just off Shaw Lane right now. But we're going to send it back into the studio right now.
Go to my Rumble, check it out. Dude, my Rumble gets like 300 views on a 12-hour live, which is, damn, it's almost as much as YouTube gets. They never talk, but it's whatever. Fuck it, man.
I already did it.
Show, let her know we'll be on 38 IF.
Okay,
Somebody's already on it.
Luke needs to know what IFB to get into.
Man, I used to be paranoid about it because they used to talk and you couldn't moderate them. Man, now you can moderate them, so I don't care who talks. I can at least ban them if I have to, or block their words or whatever. Before we had no control, dude. But still, there's no mods over there, and they can say whatever the fuck they want. That goes for any of the platforms I'm on, though. D-Live, I'm still gonna try to give you. I'm gonna try to give 100. I'm trying to distribute it. Rona, if you're here right now, you're gonna get paid. Boom. You here? Hey, thanks for the lemon. Yeah, lemon. What is that? For the lemon, what is that? A nickel? All right.
This is the hospital they said there that police said victims are going to.
I am Circle at the Human Energy Research Laboratory, room 27. Got a 3-person.
By the way, Darlene gave my first 200 bits, not bits, stars. I didn't even know I could get money on Facebook. Darlene, man.
Again, 5.
The other day, yesterday.
1 dead, at least 4 injured, because we know 5 people went to the hospital.
Okay, still only 1 dead.
We've heard multiple reports, at least 1 dead.
Not good that 1's dead, but at least only 1's dead.
Human Energy Research Laboratory.
Yeah,
okay, guys, we have less than 5 minutes until the
open door latch open, room 27, Human Energy Research at IM Circle.
For what is seemingly such a big deal.
Guys, there's supposed to be a press briefing in less than 5 minutes. Press briefing in less than 5 minutes. Let's hope they have somebody in custody, or they've taken care of the
guy's a lousy
we
shot.
Don't know right
apparently,
now.
That's. I think we can agree on that. If there's 4 injured,
but again, we're going to have that update from police in just a few minutes.
Deceased.
So
and it's
let's
been going
hope
on
that
for
maybe
this
that
long.
they have somebody in custody, or maybe they've
not
taken out
very much,
West Wilson Hall. West Wilson Hall getting lots of reports of a black Dodge Ram circling over and over. White male wearing an overcoat and jeans with boots is pacing in front of the building.
The fuck?
347
Whoa.
dispatch RTFP.
Okay, that was weird.
1650, 1635.
What? What?
Copy.
Some
RTF 8
dude in a
respond to
boot and a
Wilson
trench
Hall
coat
West.
pacing.
Wilson Hall West for a black Dodge Ram making loops.
And then this Dodge Ram. Bro, Michigan is getting crazy.
I'm going to be heading over to the residence.
Michigan.
It's 10:56 p.m. There's supposed to be an update at 11 p.m. from police.
Near
they will stream it live. They will stream it live. We'll have that for you when they come on the air. But again, at least 5 taken to Sparrow Hospital.
There's a group of people barricading in the men's locker room on the ground floor, just for your info.
Fair enough. They're trying to stay safe. It's at Meriden Charter Township. Fuck is
Room 20. I am circle.
About 3 minutes until 11 o'clock when the update is supposed to happen.
Oh my God, we need.
Let's hope maybe they have taken somebody into custody or taken out whoever was doing this.
They clearly haven't taken out who's doing
right now if that's the case. We don't know.
Were you trying to call me?
If there's suspect or suspects on the loose.
Is there an additional RTF group that can be
check it out.
IM
This
circle
is
to
where
help
they're
clear
at.
the room?
This is where they're at. Michigan State.
CBS also says
shootings
one
on
dead.
here.
Negative.
For a second. So I'm gonna back it out. This is where we're at. There's Lansing. They're closest to Lansing, Michigan. Why doesn't it look right? Yeah, there. So the boom. Where's Detroit? Oh, Detroit's way over here. Okay. So they're like, wait, where'd it go, dude? Bruh.
Hold on.
18 should go down.
Copy. Be advised, we're now getting reports at Bryan Hall. Bryan Hall on the 3rd floor, shots heard. Again, Bryan Hall, 3rd floor.
He's clearly not locked up.
Bryan Hall,
shots are
3rd
being
floor, shots heard.
heard.
I don't know if that's a legit report or not.
What do you mean you don't have to? Fuck you, look there. You're an idiot.
Some of these might be not legit.
It's like mildly retarded, but not
Bryan
completely.
Hall, they said they're getting report shots fired.
I saved it.
I don't know if that's the case.
I said he's not completely an idiot.
We're going to hear more in a couple minutes, guys.
He's mildly
it's 10:58 at 11 p.m. The police are supposed to give an update. They have not, as of an hour ago or so, they said suspect is on foot, but I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, they'll say somebody is in custody for this.
Dude. Okay.
Very chaotic. Oop, hold on
Why
a second.
Why does he keep saying that? Why is it like to play on people's want for them to catch the guy or something?
From where?
Like, I get it. I kind of. Hopefully they call somebody, but the way he says it, he's like...
Eastbound from Auditorium, white Mustang, high rate to speed, white male driver, unknown plate.
He really
That
puts
was a red Mustang.
Puts a lot on it.
18 should go down.
Copy. Be advised, we're now getting reports
Am I the only one? Did he see that or what?
Again, Bryan Hall, 3rd floor, shots heard.
Don't know if that's true. That's Bryan Hall right there.
Don't know if that's true. They're saying shots fired multiple times in different places. Don't know if that's true.
5 victims transported to Sparrow Hospital. That's
what do you think's more true? There's a fucking active shooter situation that they haven't said is resolved.
Let's report at least 1 dead.
And on the dispatch, multiple places are saying shots fired. He's like, don't know if that's true, guys. Hey, chill out. Don't know if that's true.
We are clear. We're headed back to the command post.
Hang on one moment, guys. Give me one sec here.
Give me 1 second. I gotta look at something. Like, motherfucker, please. Bro, John Doe, what's going on?
Vehicle advising, caller's back on the line now, advising, says male's back in his driveway, caller's making for us to hurt him. That is clear.
For units hearing, getting reports at Wonders Hall for a burst of 3 to 4 shots.
Dude, there's definitely still
an
act.
Real
As well
reports?
as coming from McDonald Hall again.
It's pissing me off.
Wonders Hall?
Why
3
wouldn't
to 4 shots?
Why wouldn't it be a real report? You dumb fucking.
Livingston County. Slot with me at Bryan Hall.
You really think there's that many people that are calling in false fucking shooter reports?
That's correct. They were supposed to be on the south side of the building.
Why would that be a thing?
14,
Why, if that's a thing, it's the first time that's been a thing ever.
Alright, we were just there. We'll go to the north side. Check that out.
Yeah, there's a briefing, there's a news conference coming up, a news briefing coming up. We will have live coverage of that for you. It has not started yet.
17 is that.
I probably want to see his chat. Hold on. Let me get it up.
Looks like there's quite a bit of 3,500 inside.
RTF2, command. We're in Campbell Hall. Did you guys get an update on a room?
Okay, clear on that. Are you guys going to be clear for call?
There's 40,000 people watching right now, by the way.
Patient out and
I can't believe it. I wonder he's acting like a goober.
Hall at this time.
Key holders on site. Can you repeat that?
Okay.
Look at him. You're a goober.
Any moment now, we're supposed to get a press conference.
First floor clear. We're going to be pushing up to level 2. There's multiple people barricading, sheltering in place. About 20 people in the front room. They're secure.
it sounds like the police brought the patient outside to the south side of the building.
Shit.
And then they just
Here we go, guys.
Look, they're getting away. Shut up.
Copy.
There it is.
TF2 showing you
I
checking
have
the
a
second floor,
boner.
Campbell Hall, basement, first floor.
Turn it on. Hurry up. Let us hear it.
Okay, copy. We'll continue to search.
Hang on, guys. What's going on right now?
I know it's happening already. I just want to hear him at the same time because it entertains me.
That there has been an incident on the campus of Michigan State University. There has been shots fired and a shooting in multiple locations near campus. Please understand that the information that we're sharing right now is preliminary. Our priority right now is the safety of our students and our campus. The information that we're sharing may change, but we are going to be as transparent as we can and share as much information as we can. But that information may change as it's preliminary.
One calls of a shooting inside Berkey Hall. Numerous officers responded to locations near campus.
Yeah.
Please understand that the information that we're sharing, our priority right now is the safety of our students and our campus. The information that we're sharing may change, but we are going to be as transparent as we can and share as much information as we can. But that information may change as it's preliminary. This incident started this evening around 8:18 p.m. at Berkey Hall on campus. We received multiple 911 calls of a shooting inside Berkey Hall. Numerous officers responded. We were quickly on scene within minutes, and there we did locate several victims of a shooting. The incident did move to a building in close proximity, the Michigan State University Union building, where there was another report of a shooting immediately following the first incident. Police and emergency responders acted quickly. We tended to the victims at both of those scenes, and there was an overwhelming law enforcement response to campus to help with this situation. I can confirm that there were at least 5 victims. All 5 victims were transported to the hospital. Some of those victims do have life-threatening injuries. The suspect in this incident and we believe there to be one suspect, was last seen leaving the MSU Union on foot out of the north side of that building. We are just receiving surveillance footage of that suspect that we will be releasing shortly. Initial information is that the suspect is a black male, shorter in stature, wearing red shoes, a jean jacket, and a ball cap. And we will follow up with additional descriptors of that suspect. Community members on and off campus should remain sheltered in place. We immediately launched our emergency notification system and advised the entire MSU campus to shelter in place as this suspect is still outstanding. For people on campus...
You know what I don't like? Hearing this fucking typing, dude. God damn it.
That's involved right now. It's going to help us.
I've always hated that
and it's
about
going to help our response.
I want it to
and it's going to help us identify the shooter. The less people that are on campus at this point. Please do not come to campus. We are doing everything we can to ensure
you don't hear
the
me
safety
typing
of our campus.
I type with one hand
and all of our students.
Like a pirate.
We currently have hundreds of police officers and law enforcement officials, state, local, and federal, on campus working in a coordinated effort to ensure the safety of campus and identify and apprehend the suspect. All campus activities will be canceled for the next 48 hours, including sporting events, classes, and all campus-related activities.
Rolling right now, bro.
Please follow our Twitter page for updates. We are sharing live updates at that location. I can't stress this enough. You're probably hearing a lot of information and misinformation right now from social media.
So pretty much you're ignorant.
Calls that we're receiving that are not accurate. We strongly encourage you to follow the accurate information source, and we will continue to provide as many updates and accurate updates as we can. There has been false reports of additional shootings. There has been false reports of the suspect seen in numerous different locations. Those reports are not accurate.
What?
Please follow us for accurate information.
Fuck?
As I said, we're very early on in this investigation.
What?
It remains ongoing, and we are going to continue to meet back here and provide updates on the hour. We wanted to provide as much accurate information as possible right now, and we will continue to do that moving forward. As I said, information is very preliminary at this point, and we are working very hard to gather that information, to accurately get it out to our community, to students, to parents, and to everybody who needs that information.
That sucks, dude.
Please know that the safety and security of this campus and our students is our absolute priority at this point. We will meet back here at midnight for an additional update. We will push out some information, including a photograph of the suspect that we just obtained immediately following this briefing. Thank you, and we'll see you back here in an hour.
Wow, 1 hour down. That is...
You all are welcome to be here.
Guys, Michigan State Police with the news conference just wrapping up, saying the photo
is still on the run.
He's going to tell us what he just said, pretty much.
At any moment now, we will get a picture of the suspect. So I'm going to look for that picture of the suspect. That's going to come out at any moment now.
By the way, this is what it looks like out here.
Michigan State University.
Beautiful.
Some with life-threatening injuries.
Dang, it's beautiful out here.
And the suspect is still at large.
I don't want to make y'all feel jealous.
So hang on one moment here, guys. Let me just fix the headline here. We are continuing our live breaking news coverage, and we are expecting to see a photo of the suspect
I'm not in Venice, but Long Beach
at
is
any
in
moment
Florida.
now.
Let's be real.
And I'm gonna replay, I think, what was said. Again, suspect is a black male. The suspect is a black male, according to police. Again, a photo will be coming soon. Let me get the scanner back on. I'm going to put the scanner back on.
There was another derailment. Are you talking about the Texas one?
Scanner back on.
Oh, yeah.
So I have the scanner back on. The suspect is at large.
I think China has something to do with it, bro. Maybe.
Are you guys able to transition over to Brody Hall?
I don't know, man. Because they said that there were balloons at the Mexican border that they didn't do anything about because they didn't get close enough. I don't know, man. I don't know. They've been doing some shit. They've been doing some shit. And they got some technology that we don't have yet. And they're trying to hide it from us.
I believe the first part of the shooting was at Berkey Hall, and then there was a shooting at the
technology,
the Union Building.
All it takes is one.
I want to actually play again what was said.
Smart-ass Chinaman or woman.
If I can do this. Hang on. Let me play you the sound here if I can.
They invent something and changes everything.
Hang on.
And there's more of them than there are us. So the chances of them getting that
and
one
emergency
person
responders
is higher.
Quickly. And
they got them probably. And they got something that we don't have.
Information may change
Power numbers, man.
Of our students and our campus.
It's just getting weird,
the information that we're sharing may change, but we are going to be as transparent as we can and share as much information as we can.
I just want to hear this again.
Information may change as it's preliminary.
I'm just playing this again real quick for like 2 minutes.
The incident started this evening around 8:18.
Why is he playing it? Fuck you. I want to hear the radio.
When young people look, as you know, Perry, and I don't want to be the old guy in the room saying this, but look just at social media and those police scanners, you hear a lot of reports that aren't true, but what we do know is true right now is that there is one suspect. That one suspect was last seen leaving Union Hall, and that happened after another shooting at Union Hall, wearing red shoes, jeans, a ball cap, short in stature, and that is something that we want to make sure that you can tell your friends at Brody Hall, that some of the scanner traffic, some of these tweets, they're all over the place, and we got to make sure that we're giving good information out there. This just came from Michigan State Police. 5 people shot, some in critical condition. What happened initially when you, where were you at 8:18 p.m., and what did you hear, and how did you know what was going on?
At 8:18 p.m., I was in my car initially, and I got a report via Outlook email that there was a suspected shooter. So then I went up to my dormitory to take shelter.
And when you got there, were you told, I know you were getting text messages, what were some of those text messages? What did they tell you, and what did some of the students tell you? Were they worried initially, or was there a general sense of calm that it wasn't happening right in your dorm?
Well, in the beginning, we actually thought it might have been a false alarm, but later on, we got 2 more reports that there were shots.
Boston 61. You can set us to the next. 10-4.
Okay, do you want to back 1635 on that 1217 North Grand River Avenue?
I got my own scanner in motherfucker.
You heard loud banging and then she disconnected with me.
RTF2 command. Resident at 202 Campbell. His video of the shooter. We can't ID him through the video. They're just making note, please.
This broadcastify is what you want to go to if you want to do
Copy,
this.
you said Campbell, room 2.
I'm a Boston unit.
Yes, Officer Waldrop's getting the video from him.
Copy. Boston 61, I'm just going to be stand by for now. It looks like most of our calls are just related to the ABI incident. 10-4. Medic 93.
By the way, there were 180...
For units en route to Brody and Bryan, we're getting more reports of hearing shots fired at Bryan Hall.
There are 187,000 people listening to this police frequency.
16.
I've never seen that many before.
Where can we go next?
I don't think they're bodying.
If you can respond to Brian Hall on the reports of shots fired, possibly on the 3rd floor.
That's where we're out.
Check the area of 22 South Magnolia, 122 South Magnolia. Caller's Brad, so he went a couple people running south on Magnolia. Doesn't know if it's related to the university or not.
Clear.
Conditions or how they're doing at the moment, but as we heard from MSU PD just a few moments ago, they had life-threatening injuries, but the hospital is not commenting on the status and the conditions of those victims right now, or if they are expecting more victims to be brought in after this shooting. 5 people were hurt. The suspect still very much at large. The media relations director here at Sparrow said that he would come back out and give us some more information, but no word, nothing of a more formal briefing, if you will. But again, 5 victims were taken here to Sparrow Hospital, according to MSU PD, life-threatening injuries. The suspect, as you mentioned, as you guys know, still at large.
All right, Randy Wembley for us live. Randy, when you take a look at the scene right now behind you, you have a lot of media from all over the place converging. 5 people shot. We understand. I know the Sparrow folks aren't telling you the conditions, but law enforcement say some critical. It just breaks your heart because these are young people who are caring about their day today, caring about their evening.
And that's exactly right. No one thought that when they woke up this morning, something like this would occur. And so everyone here just still sort of wrapping their heads around the horrific tragedy that unfolded earlier this evening and sort of coming to terms with it as we are as well. 5 people injured. Their condition or their injuries severe, according to MSU PD.
Randy Wembley for us live. We'll be checking in with you again just in a few moments here. But by the way, the next update's coming up at midnight in less than an hour here. So stay tuned for that here on Fox 2.
And right now, though, we're going to talk to Jessica Dupnack. She was live inside that press conference, and she's joining us now with the details. Jessica.
Yeah, hi. We are at what is being called a safe space here on campus where all the media is gathering. Just wrapped up there talking to the MSU Deputy Chief Chris Rosman. He got up to the microphone and immediately broke down in tears, trying to hold it together, calling this a sad day here in East Lansing. So a little recap I know we've been giving you, but if you're just kind of tuning in here, 8:18 is when the first shots were fired over at Berkey Hall on campus. Police immediately responded there. Then there were reports shortly after nearby the MSU Union. Right now, police are confirming 5 injured, as you heard from my colleague there, Randy. They have been taken to Sparrow Hospital. Let's take a listen into the deputy chief and what he had to say about those victims.
I can confirm that there were at least 5 victims. All 5 victims were transported to the hospital. Some of those victims do have life-threatening injuries. The suspect in this incident, and we believe there to be one suspect, was last seen leaving the MSU Union on foot out of the north side of that building. We are just receiving surveillance footage of that suspect that we will be releasing shortly. Initial information is that the suspect is a black male, shorter in stature, wearing red shoes, a jean jacket, and a ball cap. And we will follow up with additional descriptors of that suspect.
Right now, there's literally hundreds of law enforcement officers sprawled across campus, and they are looking for that shooter who is still on the loose right now. Students, as we've been hearing throughout the night, still being asked to shelter in place. I talked to a student earlier who is at Hubbard Hall. He had the dresser in front of his doorway, and all the lights were off, and really just trying to distract himself, keeping in touch with family and friends. Speaking of that, parents are being asked not to come to campus, although on the way here, a lot of heavy traffic on 96, meaning a lot of parents are heading to MSU. But police are asking that parents refrain from coming to campus. They have a job to do, and of utmost importance right now is making sure they get that suspect in custody. Again, a vague description is a shorter black male with red shoes, a jean jacket, and a ball cap. Last seen leaving the second scene at the MSU Union, heading north on foot. But again, students sheltering in place. We are expected to get another briefing from the chief here, deputy chief, in a little while at midnight, and in between now and then, hopefully getting a picture of the suspect. We're told there is video of that suspect. They'll be grabbing a still image, and we will, of course, put it out to you as soon as we can, because at this point, regardless of how many officers are out here, it's definitely going to take community tips and that kind of thing to really put this man in custody and give folks some sense of peace. Send it back to you guys for now.
Jessica, when you hear the description, and by the way, we're about to get that picture on TV in just a few moments here, but you hear about the picture, jean jacket, you hear, red shoes, a ball cap. At some point here, someone's going to see this guy. Someone saw this guy already, and it's just a matter of time. You've covered the police beat for years. It's going to take people who have to call the tip line right away, right? Jessica, I think we lost Jessica there, but it's going to take that effort to get people who are on campus who may have seen this person, or anybody who understands that this person may be somewhere. They should call police immediately.
And right now we're getting a look ourselves. We're going to put it out to you as soon as possible, just in moments, really, of this suspect. They were able to get video of this individual. It looks like he's walking in a hallway of one of the buildings on the campus, wearing a cap, a navy cap, a tan rim on that cap, a jean jacket, dark colored pants, and red shoes. Now, when they talked about a mask, it appears that it was just covering his mouth, and then you can see the upper side of his face, the individual's face. That is on there as well.
You can see something in the picture that we'll show you in just a few moments here. We're literally just about a minute away or so, I hope, to get this picture on TV. But when you see the picture, you'll see he's holding something that appears to be a weapon. But of course, that's up to law enforcement to determine. It's a bit blurry, but as you say, the jean jacket, the red shoes, the ball cap, pretty clear when you look at the picture. Once it starts going viral and being shared on campus, if someone saw something, someone saw this guy running somewhere, listen, it may not be right there on campus anymore, but perhaps somewhere in the Lansing, East Lansing area, that's where it's going to really be useful to have this picture out there for those folks who are on social media.
That blue jean too.
Go to the MSU Police Twitter site, find that picture and retweet it.
Okay, and thanks for being with us here on Live Now from Fox. Our team at Fox 2 in Detroit is doing a really good job of recapping everything that we know so far. I'm Lexi Petrovich. Thanks for being with us here as we cover this breaking news out of East Lansing, Michigan State University. You just heard our team at Fox 2 talking about that suspect picture. We now have it. I want to pull it up here as we heard from police just moments ago talking about what we know regarding this shooting so far. You can see in this photo here what the suspect looks like as he is still on the loose right now. So police describe him as a black male, shorter in stature, red shoes, jean jacket. He was wearing a baseball cap that's navy with a lighter brim. So that is the image there. A little bit of a better look at his shoes as well as we remove the banner there for you to get a good look at the suspect. And we heard them recapping a little bit about what we know so far as well, but also just want to go through it again.
They only have 11,000 viewers to 12,000.
We're following this breaking news out of East Lansing. We know that 5 people have been transported to a hospital following this shooting, the shooting that happened at multiple locations throughout Michigan State University's campus. Police saying that some of the victims are in life-threatening condition. Police acted quickly. They said they got to the scene within minutes. They tended to victims at both of the scenes that they were called to, and that there's one suspect. They say there's a lot of misinformation going on right now, a lot of rumors circulating on social media, but they want people to just follow what they're saying, any information that they're confirming, and that is that they are looking for one suspect. Again, that image here as we pull it up again of what the suspect is wearing, as that suspect is still on the loose. So we are expecting another update here in about a half hour or so,
like
hoping to be able to bring you more
He
information
looks
then
ashy.
as soon as we hear from police. Now, again, our team at Fox 2 Detroit has
Some lotion
reporters
on-
on the ground throughout Michigan State University's campus in different areas covering this extensively for us as we're waiting to see any new developments as they hopefully are able to find the suspect and bring him into custody. One of our reporters and colleagues at Fox 2 Detroit did talk with some students and people who were there in East Lansing at the time that all of this was happening. I want to play out what they had to say now here for you on Live Now from Fox.
What does it say? I thought I did change it to that. What do you mean? Hold on.
20 plus cop cars all over the place. It was just insane, you know, a little curious. Start going down Grand River towards the Kroger, towards the Michaels, and from Lansing, 7, 8, 9 cop cars going all over the place.
Shooter, Michigan State University.
As we got the MSU alerts, you know, active shooter, whatever, run, hide, fight, we kind of turned on the news, everything, and heard more and more cop cars. We saw an armored vehicle on the road as well. It was just insane, and heard the helicopters and everything.
What's going through your mind, man, when you're seeing all this?
I mean, it's scary, yeah. Like, it's totally unannounced, you know. It's the day before Valentine's Day. You have no clue. We're just trying to do something. Everyone's probably, you know, going out to eat late night or whatever else, and we see people running across the street as we're going there. It's just, you know, chaotic. It's very scary. I mean, I still got chills down my spine right now.
Do you know of anybody, any of your friends that are hurt at all?
No, luckily I reached out to all my friends from Dearborn and everything, reaching out to me, making sure I'm safe. I'm making sure all our other friends are safe. At MSU, my little brother, he's in the dorms in Hubbard, which is, you know, where some activities going on, but we make sure he's safe and, you know, everyone's safe that I know.
What did he say to you? What's it like in Hubbard right now?
I mean, he was taking some videos. It's complete lockdown. He hears screams, people running across the street as he's looking down. He's on the 9th floor, luckily, so you know, he's got a little bit of buffer, a little bit of area to make sure no one can get up to him. But yeah, screams. I mean, he's scared as well. We told him to put his dresser in front of his door and make sure no one can come out. And it's just that area right there. I mean, that's where the suspects are. It's chaotic.
You guys have seen active shooter. This is the world that you all grew up in, but now it's real.
Yeah, and I mean, this is something, you know, you always hear it in the news, and like, it was just a normal day, like we said, normal night, we're going out, and, you know, it's a real thing. It's scary. I mean, we're lucky we were, you know, on the road driving away, making sure everyone's safe, but it's a scary world, you know, some messed up people as well.
Thank you so much. You did amazing. Thank you. Did you guys want to look right at me? Say and spell your first and last name for me.
I'm Olivia Murray. Spell first and last name. OLIVIAMURRAY.
And what year are you?
I'm a junior.
Tell me how you're feeling right now.
I mean, terrified. I was saying to my friends in the car, like, I haven't been able to, like, stop, like, getting this, like, shivering feeling, like, out of me since I heard what first was happening. And it's so terrifying because today we had chapter, and, you know, a lot of girls are walking home to their dorms, and we have so many girls, and it's so scary hearing all of them saying they're, like, underneath their bed and they're barricading their doors and, like, crying. They hear screaming, and it's just like a really terrible feeling.
When you left campus, was it just total chaos?
Yeah, there were police cars everywhere, and I mean, luckily we were going in the opposite direction, but we didn't know what it was at the time when we were driving away. But I mean, there was so much commotion. It was definitely scary.
Have you checked in with folks, anybody that's hurt that you know of?
No one that I know of that's hurt, thank goodness, but I've been checking on everybody I know. Everyone's been checking on me from home and stuff, which is really nice, but no one hurt that I know of.
How good does it feel to be away from that right now and just safe?
Very, very grateful to even be, like, living off campus. Very, very grateful, and to be surrounded by my friends.
Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate it. Yeah, I just talked to Marshall a few minutes ago.
So, I got the boys. We're at the courtyard in Okemos. We're safe. I'm keeping them here.
Tom, just saying your first and last, so we got it.
Tom, T-O-M, last name T as in Tom, A, F as in Frank, E as in Edward, L Larry, S-K-I.
Tell me who you got at campus.
So I have a couple, my two sons, two of my three sons are at Michigan State. I have a senior and then a freshman, and then I have a junior that's at Central Michigan, and we got together for dinner. I was kind of dropping off, tightening up some last minute things, and as I went to get on 96, 1, 2, 3, 4, I thought, okay, maybe it's just a terrible accident, and then 5, 6, and then a stream of, you know, red lights heading westbound to get off at the Okemos exit. So
as a dad, you're sitting there thinking this ain't normal.
Yeah, and just kind of knowing the way society is nowadays, unfortunately, you're like, it's not a bad accident, it's something else. And my heart goes out to, you know, I was fortunate enough to be right here, and I flipped around and said, hey, I'm just going to grab the ones that I can't. My one son can't get back to his place because it's kind of right there at off of Grand River, so we're going to put him up in the hotel tonight, and then my other one is still in one of the dorms. I'd like to be able to get him, but he's safe and he's okay. The lights are off inside his hall, his doors barricaded, but my heart goes out to obviously the families and the parents that can't be with their kids up here at Michigan State.
Tom, those conversations with your boy that's in Hubbard right now, what are you telling him? What do you say in this situation?
Well, you know, no parent wants to do it, obviously, but it's, you know, be safe, keep your head down, shut the lights off, just stay calm. You know, diversion, listen to your iPad or iPod, put your headphones on, do something, try not to think about it. But obviously he's sending photos and pictures of kids running across campus, and the one thing there is a ton of rumors, and until we actually have the facts, that's what creates kind of the panic and the emotions, and that's the terrible part of things like this. Unfortunately, there were some pictures circulating around. Hopefully they're not true, but I fear they are. So
the fact that he hasn't been brought into custody at this point, he or whoever the shooters are, I mean, that's alarming. That has to be alarming for you. You're sitting here safe, but you're just thinking, I'm sure, what's going on a few miles away.
Yeah, and I praise the law enforcement so many times. You know, they're on the other end of what's happening in society, but these are the times you need those men and women that'll come out and actually go after somebody like this to keep our children safe and your children safe. So I just hope that the law enforcement, I know I heard the U.S. Marshals were coming in. I know there's helicopters we can see coming around. I mean, a lot of reports. I just hope that everything happens tonight, and you know, life gets back to what kind of normal there can be over the next couple days up here in Lansing, in East Lansing.
We hear it all the time. The school now part of an awful club that you do not want to be a part of.
Yeah, and again, my heart goes out to, you know, the Michigan State community, those parents that have kids up there. You know, hopefully everybody is talking to kids. I know they're, from just listening to people, there were some holding areas where they were bringing survivors and they were bringing witnesses. So, but it seemed like a very, you know, calculated event tonight, which is so unfortunate. So unfortunate.
You guys staying put in Okemos at the hotel here?
Yeah, I mean, I'll stay here and, you know, get a few rooms at a couple I have a lot of friends that are calling me that their kids are going. There's a group of kids from high school that went up here, and, you know, I just said I'm around, but I don't think I'll be able to get to them because they're locked in their dorm rooms, obviously. But just the minute I can, if they need me to, we'll got a big car, we'll bring them back, and they'll need a lot of hugs.
It's just terrifying to hear from all of these people who have loved ones on campus, students there, all of these horrifying moments that they have been dealing with as police continue to search for this suspect. I think one of the most devastating things that I've seen on Twitter so far has been a student who was standing in an area where they were holding students off wearing an Oxford Strong sweatshirt, and it's just terrifying to know that some of these students who went through a mass shooting not that long ago in Michigan, in Oxford, Michigan, are now students at Michigan State University going through this all over again. It's just incredibly scary. And we've been talking between our Fox 2 team and our team here at Live Now from Fox. We've been talking to students on Michigan State University's campus as well. I've been in contact with one who has been hiding in a classroom with other students and a professor, talking with her, saying that two of her classmates that she was with were in the Union, not far from where that initial report of shots fired came in at Berkey Hall. call saying that everyone is just in shock, terrified. I mean, it's exactly what you would expect if you were, God forbid, in that type of situation. So we are constantly in contact with students as they are still hiding out, still waiting for an update from police, as police have been reminding people to remain sheltered in place. Let's listen to another MSU alum who spoke with Fox 2 Detroit on what they had to say.
Right now is just fear. My roommates and I have secured our whole apartment right now. But today's the anniversary of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. So it's kind of just bringing me back to where I was from there. I was just talking with my manager recently that it feels like it's getting closer and closer in. And it's too close. It's too close right now. I'm fearing right now. I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. I have a friend who was going from his resident hall to go study with some friends on the other side of campus. I'm texting him right now. He's sheltering in place in one of the cafeterias.
And he just touched on it there, too, a reminder that tomorrow marks the 5-year anniversary since the mass shooting at in Parkland, Florida, where 17 people were killed, 17 others injured at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. So these occurrences are becoming, unfortunately, all too common as we're continuing to follow this yet again, another breaking news mass shooting story, this time out of East Lansing, Michigan, on Michigan State University's campus. Pull up this picture again of the suspect that police are still searching for. They described him as a black male, shorter, wearing a jean jacket, as you can see here, with red shoes. He's wearing a ball cap, and he is armed and dangerous. That's why they are telling everyone to remain sheltering in place. At least 5 victims taken to the hospital. Police responding to the scene within minutes, providing that first update that we just got at 11 o'clock Eastern time, expecting that next update in less than 30 minutes at midnight Eastern time. So we'll bring that to you as soon as that feed comes in here. We're also getting some live looks here. This is a live look outside of the hospital. We have our cameras rolling there. We also have a live look here at a police presence at another part on campus here. And just continuing to follow any news that's coming out of this. You could even hear from the police officer that we heard from at 11 o'clock during that first press briefing. You could see him getting noticeably emotional and choked up as he talked about this terrifying situation that's now happening in his area, in his home area on campus, where so many families have loved ones who are near that area. A massive university at Michigan State, which also makes this search for the suspect that much more difficult. Also reminding the public to not believe all of these rumors that are circulating on social media, that they will provide that next update at midnight Eastern time, and that there's a lot of misinformation out there. So again, they are still just searching for that one suspect, and that is the photo of him there. So we're going to check back in with our Fox 2 team now, who is live during their newscast. Again, they're doing a really great job of covering everything in this breaking news situation with reporters on the ground in different areas as we continue to bring you all of the updates here. And here we go. We have another update that we are just getting right now from MSU police. There have been 3 confirmed fatalities. This is in addition to the 5 victims who have been transported to the hospital. So MSU police, public safety, sharing that information there. I'm sure we're going to hear more about this in any new details and new information in the next 20 minutes or so when they provide us that next update. So let's listen back in here to our Fox 2 team as they are live on the air right now.
Just getting word of these 3 fatalities and 5 others hurt on the campus of Michigan State University. There are no words to even put into perspective how hard that is to hear, and of course for the parents out there who are watching this right now.
Well, hopefully the picture of that suspect is circulating on social media, and this person is going to be caught soon. But like we've said, this is a very large campus, so it's going to be challenging for law enforcement.
Yeah, and police, as you were speaking with Sheriff Bouchard, I was speaking with Lieutenant Shaw. Pretty soon the police are going to outnumber the number of students there with just the sheer force that they're doing. And they're working in conjunction. They train for these scenarios, right?
Sure.
So you have multiple agencies that have have to figure out who's the lead agency, figure out where we're going to stage and treat the injured, where are we going to make sure that these areas are clear, who's going to filter through all the social media reports, because as we were reporting earlier, there were many different scenes. Well, it turns out there really weren't. There was just a few. There's a coordinated effort that has to take place, and at the same time, they have to eliminate this threat, and that's priority one.
And he was last seen, this individual, this is the suspect right there. The police just released that image. He was last seen leaving the Union Hall where the second shooting took place, north on foot. So we know that police have brought in canines to be able to track this person. Hopefully that will, certainly aid in their search, but that's where he was last seen as he was fleeing the scene.
This picture is probably, this is someone who, if this person is indeed responsible for this, is someone who we wish we never had to see again. But this is a picture that's critically important at this hour in the investigation to share as much as possible. If you have a phone, and you have Twitter, if you have TikTok, if you have Facebook, if you have Instagram, find a way to share this picture, because you don't know who's going to see it. Right now, Nerve Central is East Lansing and Lansing. This person was last seen running away from the union, the student union building. This person is somewhere in that area. They couldn't have gone that far. So the question is, where is this individual now, and how can all of us as a community help work to find this person and bring him to justice, because that's right now what police want to do.
Yes, unfortunately, 5 hurt in this shooting, some life-threatening injuries, 3 others have been killed in this mass shooting on the campus of Michigan State University. Multiple police agencies on scene monitoring as they continue to look for the person responsible.
Dave, Spencer, all of us, of course, remember so well, sadly, the Oxford shooting. You just finished talking to a mom whose child had to witness now this and that as well. You think a little bit about preparation and what law enforcement does to make sure that people can be safe. Ultimately, it seems almost impossible in some way to stop someone who wants to do that kind of harm on a campus this big.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's a giant campus. We've all been there, we've all experienced it, and you remember what it's like navigating it at night. He has the advantage of knowing where he's going and knowing the campus fairly well, we can assume. It's really hard then for the coordinated effort, which they are working to right now, to kind of box him in and figure out where this person is and make sure he doesn't leave and cause any more chaos. And obviously that's priority one.
We should mention that the interesting part about what the Oakland County Sheriff's Department and other agencies are deploying as they arrive there, and I'm sure they probably have by now, are thermal reading drones. Look, that basically means these things can see in the dark. Yeah. Drones that can be put up in the air and they can detect, as you can imagine, the infrared green imagery
that's Ethan
of the heat of the body being
that's
seen
that
from these images.
His parents.
That's what
Remember
they're
his
hoping
parents
to do
bought him the gun?
Around this area.
Damn.
How they're going to use that, how
they
they're going to get together and say, hey, who goes where, let's figure this out.
That's
We do know that
crazy,
every resource possible, as
now
the sheriff said earlier, the world is heading to East Lansing.
Bro.
Yeah, you're right.
And maybe we can bring up that image again. Still a lot of questions about this, and hopefully we'll find out in the coming days of this investigation. But when you see somebody like this who's wearing a mask, who's come prepared, why Berkey Hall? Why the Union Hall? What was behind this? What would make someone take such a hateful, destructive act to the campus of Michigan State University? What was in the mind of this individual? It's quite scary to think about it, but we need to get this person in custody. You can see the hat, the jean jacket with a Sherpa shearling collar, red shoes, jeans, a mask that covers up around his nose, and it appears some sort of vest or backpack.
Dude,
and I'm not really sure. I can't tell very well.
I think you make a good point about looking at motive and trying to figure out who may have been involved with something some kind of an altercation that could have happened. But beyond that, it is so hard, even with this picture though, outside of the jacket and the jeans and the red shoes, but the face itself is covered. And so you talk about the mask, you're looking at only half of a face, and even the other half kind of covered a little bit with the hat. You can't even tell the age of the person really. You can't even tell much about the suspect. But again, you know, when you look at a campus, it's interesting when you look at how law enforcement sees this. They say, wait, someone saw something somewhere. And they are looking at surveillance cameras, no doubtedly right now, around the campus to see where this person could have ran off.
And all the more important then to heed what the police are telling people to shelter in place and not go out there.
Zero mods
and, you know, get in the
nobody
way
give a shit.
As they're trying to hunt this person down. If you listen to them, if you stay where you are sheltering in place, they're more likely then to be able to track him down and take him into custody.
Absolutely, because they're gathering tips right now, information about the suspect, and that's coming in, and then they'll be able to concentrate on a specific area. And if there's an individual,
At Ralph's, shopping with pickup and delivery
hone in on the suspect if they have enough information from the public, and if there's it's a clear area, and they're able to use, as Roop mentioned, what the sheriff talked about, the drones, infrared cameras. You know, we have the canines, they have the trucks, armored vehicles, they have the weapons, they have what's necessary. They just need to be able to have the proper information and the people out of the way to find them.
We do have a student who's joining us again, a young man who's been joining us throughout this evening to talk a little bit about what he's seeing now. He's in an apartment complex not far from the IM building.
Yeah, pretty matching description of what's going on in MSU, so we'll have that way.
Okay, clear on that. 1136, just be advised. Dave Bosselman's also heading in the area. 1553 North High, black male, jean jacket, black pants, red shoes, walking Lake Lansing on High Street. Again, matches with shooter description.
127, 96 right now.
Clear on that.
13, do you want me to reroll for that?
Yes, sir, that'd be great. 1553 North High.
Our chiefs are coming across the courtyard right now. We'll be a minute of that.
7-4. And 54 off by the long individual. 877, I'm in the area.
Okay.
Copy, I will set up 312.
Bro, any black dudes wearing red shoes right now about to get tackled.
1635, okay.
30, Harbor Hall, knocking on.
The 1206 just escorted a student back to their dorm. I was knocking on the door there.
Okay.
RTS 11, we're out of STEM.
Copy.
Clear out call and clear out Clemens on 5 towards High Street, second.
Never.
And we're out of STEM. Yeah, individuals.
Clear out call and clear out Clemens on 5 towards High Street, second.
Never.
And yeah, Johnson individuals.
Is there an available team that can go to the Harrison Roadhouse receiving information of a male outside Harrison Roadhouse screaming and put a backpack on the ground?
Yeah, stand by.
5 Charlie 1, we're right here.
Copy.
Yeah, it's going to be a suspect wearing red shoes and a backpack.
Bruh, the red shoe people.
QRF2, you're mobile. Get to that last call, please.
Better stay inside tonight.
QRF2, go ahead. We're in Campbell Hall, still clearing level 3.
Disregard that.
151.
RTS3 has 4 operators that can head down there right now. Right off ground.
Oh, there's a police helicopter flying. One of our viewers pointed out the police helicopter is flying around there.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
Breaking news!
That's the campus.
The cops are there.
QRF3, take that 7-minute time delay. 5-1 Harrison, road subject is clear.
That's 151.
High Street is like up here.
151 on Southwood.
Harrison, subject is clear.
I know when y'all get spoiled. I had to bring him in again, my co-host.
Good morning. Can you guys switch over north? We only really got me as a dispatcher right now.
Instinct command from 16. Armstrong is clear, all 4 floors. Everyone checked out.
4.
Copy, all 4 floors of Armstrong are clear.
Windsor Township is in charge of
Ritz, bro.
staging to Battalion 11. Sorry, don't say.
Hillbilly.
RTF 29 has a perimeter secured around the Union.
That was RTF 29.
Go ahead, sir. 14.
Why can't I hear him breathing?
There's
bro?
a suspect right there. There's a picture of the suspect.
201 and Chief Hamill in front of the command center, please.
Yeah, 29.
Clear. Clear.
Once the air.
Badge 151.
That's the suspect, still on the loose.
924. I'm still on the west side of Union. I missed the last traffic.
49 he has a prior.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
It's exciting.
Battalion 11, go ahead.
I mean, hopefully they get him soon. It's crazy. There's not more actual coverage.
Caller was shot
it's all like on the radio like
silver
this.
SUV.
It makes it
They're going home to
suspenseful, I guess I should say.
So we got multiple shots fired calls on it.
Correct word would be.
As well, you can make contact with them.
Correction. This is suspenseful.
Victor 2.
Victor 2. Just to advise, we have a student in the chemistry building with a heart condition requesting an ambulance for a high pulse. We do have PD trying to figure out and clear it, but once they're clear, we'll need a medic.
Westbound from High Street on Lake Lansing is going westbound here on the south side of the road.
The subject is?
Remember, if you just crossed the road.
And one phone.
The medic.
What are these people doing?
The east over to...
I saw a lightning charger also.
Oh, they're running out of battery.
Surveillance video taken as was leaving the north end of the MSU tonight after the shooting at Berkey Hall.
Okay, we were just getting information at Owens Hall East. Someone said that they think on the 5th floor the accused may be there. Unknown why, no description.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a report of the suspect like 2 miles away from campus, and there's a report of the suspect on campus.
East Lansing Medic 12 from Battalion 11.
So he can't be in both places.
Owen Hall East, Owen East.
You know, we heard a report that he was 2 miles away from campus. Now we're hearing a report he's on campus. So it might not be. He might not be in either place.
Doesn't make sense though.
10-4, give me just 1 second. I just got the email.
RTF 20.
Who would be false reporting for a shooter like that? Why would
10-4, thanks, brother.
Dude, we're done if that's the case.
McDonald. We're available.
If random people are doing that.
347 to that RTF. Stand by in that location to secure it.
Hey guys.
Fast heart raise at the chemistry building. You can start that way, but do not leave the medic until you've got
there's a
media
flight
accompanying you, please.
And the deputy chief did tell us during that press conference that there was preliminary information that it would continue to change. They were going to be as transparent as possible with anything that they received and weren't able to confirm.
7 minutes?
Of course, we're all hoping to hear that the suspect has been captured. We will definitely know more, like Britt said, in about 7 minutes or so. But in the meantime, there's parents like the ones you spoke with.
Jennifer, right?
And it's truly, we say nightmare, but this is what we're describing.
And the nightmare is ongoing. We're so used to these mass shootings happening in a confined school. I mean, for better or worse, they happen and then they end rather quickly. This one is continuing on for now hour 3 with still no end in sight because this person is still out there. You know, we continue to show the picture, which is important, right? And we need, you know, police need to do their job and everybody needs to listen to them. Don't go out and try to be part of the story. Don't try to get your own information and end up getting in the way because they need to stop this person. That needs to happen first.
That's so important. I think you're so right. Your perspective about buildings, when there's an active shooter in a building in one structure, then there's, you know where the exits are to that building, and you know that that person could have gone one of how many ways.
On a campus, though.
On a campus, though, it literally, and look, I don't want to minimize the fact that these law enforcement agents are there in full force. So when I say full throttle, I mean, you're talking every law enforcement agent from Wayne County Sheriff's Department, Detroit Police on standby, Oakland County Sheriffs, everything that is on the west side of the state, they're ready. One of the students who's on campus right now has
we have him on the line, Eric Sabe. We want to speak with him about what he's seen. Eric, we understand you're on the line. Don't tell us specifically where you are located at this point, but what is your vantage point and what have you experienced as this day really started to unfold?
I've been more in the east neighborhoods, so more on the east side of campus, from where everything occurred. And from here, it's been like a lot of police presence, especially here. We had all kinds of police rushing towards our dorm, people being evacuated, people that we saw from our window with their hands over their like head, running out of the dorm and just trying to stay safe.
Guys, Lansing is out with a subject at Lake Lansing at large. The subject matching the accused is. Himself. Center clear. 2350.
Larch and Lake Lansing.
Himself. Center clear. 2350.
Bro, they're reaching right now on the news trying to get some people to talk to them. Get any kid, get any Michigan State kid on the line.
They said Larch and Lake Lansing. There's Lake Lansing.
Clear, I got medics around. Is it safe for him to come in?
Officer Badge 784, Officer Payne with Meridian Township for your welfare. Officer Badge 784, Officer Payne with Meridian Township.
Guys,
for your welfare.
That's about.
Yeah, I got to contact you when I go up and try and run race.
About 3 miles from campus. About 3 miles from campus.
Good. Copy.
So again, somebody matching the description of the shooter has shot himself.
Oh shit! There you go, breaking news.
They just said it on the scanner.
Breaking news.
U484.
Breaking news. Why are you saying it, Lookner? That's breaking news, man.
1635, medics. Medics are en route. Is he conscious, breathing? What's the status?
1136, he's not moving.
Not breathing, he said? Not moving? Suspect.
Clear, male not moving. GSW the head.
Can you reprove us? I'm sorry, I wasn't getting a hold of Mercy.
Is he black? What color are his shoes?
Clear on that, possibly a DOA. Medics good to come in.
Possibly DOA.
Let MSP know they've got RTF 3 heading that way.
Copy.
Yes, starting CPR, send medics.
Incident Command K902 from FSD K902. I'm heading that way as well. 147 Lake Lansing Road right now.
We got
Bro, what color are his fucking shoes, man?
Clear, firearm recovered.
Firearm recovered.
I don't give a shit. Are his shoes red?
Again?
1635.
Possible suspect shot himself.
Everybody slow down.
Man, matching description of
Clear,
shot
all
suspect.
units can slow it down. Still doing CPR.
Doing CPR on him right now.
Thank you.
Second firearm in the backpack.
Second firearm in
Clear,
backpack.
second firearm in the backpack.
1136. Again, this is going to be easy.
Oh, why repeat the radio?
Black pants and red shoes on.
Yep.
Oh,
jean jacket, black
Jean
pants.
jacket, black pants, red shoes.
Damn.
There you go. Jean jacket,
no
black.
pulse still.
Fucking bitch.
Clear,
No pulse.
Continuing CPR.
No pulse.
CPR.
No pulse.
21.
Clear, master. Paul 21.
Multiple pistol magazines in the backpack as well.
Multiple magazines and
We are
backpack.
evacuating 30 individuals from Spartan Stadium.
Clear, multiple magazines in the backpack as well.
Copy, evacuating 30 people from Spartan Stadium.
Boston 1, other units can slow it down. Division 2, medics have to come in from northeast.
Clear on that.
Lock down that area for them so they can do their work. We're going on.
That's 13, we're going to need a rope block off.
Clear, badge 6, Lansing badge 6, block off Lake Lansing and large, please.
First 141, we're on scene with that.
Clear.
Trooper 6, they want to shut down High Street in Lake Lansing, in addition to
They found him like a minute before their news
or all the way
conference.
out to Cedar. That should work.
877.
This is all taken care of here. We're gonna...
You want to start for Lake Lansing and Large? Lake Lansing and Large, we need help blocking off the road.
1615 clear last. I gotta go pick up my partner, then I'll be ready to go again.
Is there an available team that go to Chem Med or the chemical building? They need a PDS score for someone who needs a medic.
Aren't they IDing right now?
Can you guys give me an address that you're in front of?
A man matching the description of the suspect has shot himself.
We know how old he
A man
is.
matching the description of the suspect has shot himself.
It
He has
looked
no
like an
pulse.
older dude.
They're giving him CPR. He had an extra weapon in his backpack.
Room 328, room 328 at chemistry building? No, Chem Med. They need a police escort.
Again, a person matching suspect description has shot himself, no pulse, they're giving him CPR. He had an extra gun in his backpack along with multiple magazines.
Just to advise, we have all lanes closed. I'm going to start taping this off.
This is about 3 miles from campus.
Clear on that. Chemistry building, 578 South Shaw. 578 South Shaw. Room 28 for a medical assist.
We have medics come in from Lake Lansing and Large. We have an open pathway.
Clear. Is there any ability to respond to 6-8 Gunson? 6-8 Gun, we have a bird fighting that there's a B&E. 14, are you in here? You able to go there?
Negative. Up at the beach for Hialeah and Lark right now. 253 now.
Copy. Thank you. It's going to be 568 Gunson. They think someone's in the house. That's the only information we have.
243 now.
Again, we're waiting for more information about the possible suspect.
Medics to come in westbound from Large.
They're bringing medics in right now. Police are on the scene. They're bringing medics in.
Yes, that's the only way to come in.
Okay.
Again, somebody matching the description of the shooter has shot himself.
I'm with 1037.
He has no pulse.
Okay. Boston 68. Your welfare.
Oh, yeah. Okay. RTF3. RTF3. Boston 68. We are clear. All Marine calls are clear.
It's being described as possible DOA, possible dead on arrival.
Can I get a phone number for one of you there, please? This is Alice. You can call me on my work phone. Who is it?
Oh,
thank you.
Guys?
Can I have you head towards 1424 Hazlitt Road in East Lansing for an unwanted?
Guys, B&O News reports that the press conference has been delayed.
Your phone number, please.
The midnight press conference has been delayed.
You've got PD heading your way.
Look, guys.
517-331-8987.
Next police briefing delayed 20 to 30 minutes, according to B&O News Live. And again,
we're our last. Do you need us on Hazlitt or Gunson call?
Possible suspect down.
Thank you.
A man matching the description of the suspect has shot himself. Police are on the scene. He has no pulse. He's been giving CPR.
Hazlitt call. It's going to be 1424 Hazlitt Road, Hall Apartments. It's going to be 3 males banging on the door, very intox, being verbally aggressive and loud. No weapons were mentioned or seen.
Yes, MSU briefing has been moved back about 20 minutes, guys.
God bless you. Thank you for supporting me. You're helping me have shrimp for dinner.
So again, it's man matching description of subject.
And the best rosin there is on the planet.
Command from Battalion 42.
Whiskey's pretty good too.
Yeah, you mentioned 568 Gunson. Collect
That's good.
Thank you.
Three, four, seven.
Yeah, we'll locate
Again, a man matching the a man matching the description of the suspect has shot himself. No pulse. Police are on the scene. He had an extra gun in his
We got a
backpack.
lot of medics showing up saying they need to transport people from the Union. Do we have any info on that?
Yes,
It's interesting. They were,
we need to have any witnesses transported to the pavilion, please.
I don't know, man. What's better?
Okay, and you want
Let
them,
him
the
die,
medics to
or what
transport
do you
them?
guys think? Or try to save him, because they have that obligation.
All right, will you bring them out to us? Do we need to go get them?
They take an oath
It seems secure. We can
as
have
a
them come up
medic,
to you.
doctors and stuff.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
Units at the Union, just to confirm, it seems secure for the medics to come up.
Battalion 11 from Fire Center.
RT-19, we're going to be
It
clear.
gives him the ability to get punished if he gets brought back. Also,
let him go.
It gives the family
in the Union
that
you can bring the medics up.
revenge if they want it.
PD is requesting assistance transporting
It saves the taxpayers
8
money if he
witnesses from
dies.
the inn to the
Oh, man.
pavilion.
Copy.
I'm clear on that. I'll get with staging and we'll get a rig up there.
Appreciate
And
it.
it
Thank
possibly gives them instant gratification.
Team 12.
The victims.
About
Family.
3 miles from campus, this
Battalion
happened.
11 from Battalion 42. RTF-5.
I'll be in the car with you.
Thank you to all the mods. I really appreciate all our moderators. Thank you, moderators, and all of our chat rooms. Thank you,
Battalion
moderators.
42 from Battalion 11.
We got that handled.
I can see both sides.
2 or 20 out of 4.
Thank you.
20 out of 4.
His family also.
Again, just to repeat.
I can imagine
Confirm
his
how many
family
medics
not
you still
caring
have
at
on
this
Grand
point.
River, please?
That's probably
What
how
do you
he
guys all
got
thought with your
here.
last call? I apologize.
Partially.
Man,
You know what
matching
I mean?
description of suspect, has shot himself.
Oftentimes that's what we see.
He had
347,
no
raise
pulse.
the unit at Union, please.
1615, where do you need us?
Possible DOA.
I'm on the west side. What can I help you with? Union.
It probably has nobody, is what I'm
I have
thinking.
7 standing
This
by
type of
and 2
person.
that are going to transport people to the pavilion.
Perfect, thank you.
347, Clinton County needs some.
I have people. I have you guys. I don't have family either.
We need to meet him on the west
I'm on all
side,
kinds
second
of
floor
lists,
landing.
dude. Especially because I say
Absolutely.
stupid shit.
Okay.
RTF3 to command post.
This is the location here.
I've learned my lesson.
This is the location
I stay
right here.
inside. I stay
I
away.
believe
I stay
they
here.
said
I stay safe. I'm okay.
just an intersection here.
Okay, so caller was saying Shiawassee Capital. There's a white SUV, someone going into the building for LCC. They had a backpack. They were like in the vestibule area.
20 out of 4. That unit can disregard. That's one of our janitors.
Okay.
1615, clear direct.
So we're waiting to get some kind of official.
RTF that's mobile with a vehicle.
Right.
We're waiting to get an official announcement.
I don't know. Dating maybe one day. Not in California though. It just feels too dangerous here, dude.
But again, he matched the description of the shooter.
Establish a perimeter around that residence.
And he shot himself.
128 East Howe Avenue. What RTF is this? RTF 7. Yeah.
Colorado's a little different, man.
Thank you.
They need to have a strong psychedelic scene for me to feel
There's a
comfortable
picture of the
there.
suspect from earlier in the evening from the police. Backpack, red shoes, black hat, black pants,
People that
jean
have done
jacket,
DMT
baseball
are less
cap.
likely to murder. I feel.
Any
I
unit
feel like
out
that's
there,
the
can you
thing.
guys check McDonald's on Larch right there? There's a black GMC with a topper at the McDonald's. Caller thought it was possibly involved with MSU.
Central Trooper 6, we're looking at East Howe if you have any more info or need us for anything.
They're looking at his possible car, I guess? I don't know.
Can those RTFs go over to North Ops? You guys have that? A-firm.
This is a thing. People
But
that have done
again,
DMT
a
are
man
less likely
matching
to
the
murder.
description of the
This
shooter
is
has
a
shot
thing.
himself.
That's RTF7 going. Is there any other units going just so we can note it?
Hey, Boston 1.
RTF2, we can mobilize if you need us.
Boston 1.
Allows.
347, do you want more than one RTF group to go?
HMEI, please.
Confirmed DOA?
Confirmed DOA. I will pay JMEI.
Confirmed DOA?
Looks like we're
Fucking
just on.
Lookner is annoying, dude.
Is that him?
Promoter only. Hey, Bob.
They said confirm DOA. Confirm. I don't know if that's him.
So that's 2, 7,
Say it
and
one more
9.
time, motherfucker.
Boston 1, go ahead.
RTF2, switch over to North Ops and go 347 actual.
You go to Vancouver? Then go buy some, Mark. What are you waiting
before they can come in and do their part.
Yes, sir, absolutely.
It sounds like they said confirm dead.
A lot closer. We'll head to the 120 south address.
Did it
So
sound
again,
like
it
that?
sounds like
It
sounds like the suspect.
RTF9, did you meet us somewhere?
So by 2 minutes to I was driving Lansing, and I have RTF2 going and
RTF3 headed there. We'll be a lot closer.
Again, a man matching the description of the subject has shot himself.
We just getting reported to Armstrong Hall. Someone said there's a black SUV and 3.
Hey, Bill.
Hey.
We'll check it.
Okay.
RTF2, can you switch over to North Ops? North Ops.
Again,
numerous media trucks sitting up at quality area.
Clear out area, sitting at the quality area.
6-1, will we clear? 10-4.
it sounds like they announced that the suspect is dead on the scan.
And contact will hear.
Okay. RTF 17, are you still at STEM?
RTF 18, we're going to be checking that subject out.
Copy.
No, there's only one suspect.
I want to show you what's going on behind me. This intersection is blocked off. You see a mass of police cruisers there. An EMS unit just rolled out of here a few moments ago. So this is scene just developed about 15 minutes or so ago. We just got wind of it about 10 minutes ago and raced over here from Sparrow Hospital. We believe that this may have something to do with, obviously, the suspect for this mass shooting at MSU. Nothing from police just yet, and this could be very well why that midnight briefing was postponed because of the developments that are happening here. Right here, and I'm just hearing that one of my colleagues just confirmed with MSUPD that the suspect was found dead. That's what we suspected, what we heard. Some unconfirmed reports. I heard it from another source as well. My colleague Jessica Dupnack just now confirming it with someone else that the suspect was found dead here near East and Lake Lansing.
Dude, he's in Memphis,
that's
brother.
why you
Come
see all of
and
these police cruisers here, and likely his body was in that EMS unit that just rolled out of here shortly before we came on air. Again, this scene, this development just happening. Police, from what I understand, found the suspect here, but it's unclear at the moment if they found him with a self-inflicted gunshot wound or if when they confronted him, he took his own life at that point. That much is unclear, but we can say with a great deal of certainty from sources that I have, what Jessica Dupnack, a colleague, what she heard, what she is confirming from someone else that the suspect in the shooting at MSU had a self-inflicted gunshot wound. That is the cause of this scene here, and he was likely in the EMS unit that just rolled out of here about 5 minutes ago. And so likely that is why that press conference at noon was postponed. Again,
we're at 39 viewers.
East in Lake Lansing, a couple of miles away from the campus. While we were at Sparrow Hospital, we saw a few police cruisers jet from that location, racing down the street, coming over here, and now we know and we can see why.
Randy,
3 people dead, 5 people injured. They are in Sparrow Hospital with serious injuries. Roop, go ahead.
No, Randy, thank you for summing that up. Yes, it's just a terrible, dark day in mid-Michigan tonight, in Lansing. This scanner traffic that we had heard initially was something along the lines of this person may have shot himself. It's not clear tonight if that's what happened or he was shot by police. That's still unfolding, right?
that I'm hearing that he may have, this was a self-inflicted gunshot wound, but we don't know that for certain. We have not heard that coming from the chief of MSU PD, so we can't say with certainty how it happened, but that he was somehow shot, whether by an officer or a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was shot some way, somehow. And we saw an EMS unit roll out of here about 5-7 minutes ago.
And I think that was coming also from scanner traffic. Randy, a lot of people had said that he was spotted on Lake Lansing Road near Larch. Police approached him, and when they did, that's when he may have taken his own life. We're waiting for confirmation. At 12:20, we're told that the police are going to update us with a press conference. We plan to stream it live. But it seems like when you're looking at that scene behind you, it does not seem like a scene of urgency. It does seem like perhaps that is the case.
Well, and so in light of that, and I'm glad that you pointed that out, when we first arrived here, before we got our camera up, this scene...
Am I the only The fuck? The fuck you think this is? You just ended on me like that?
We just have a report at Emmons Hall. The caller said that there was a subject.
We've seen some people kind of driving through campus in this area. Saw a mom here that was trying to get in touch with a student. She didn't want to talk much to me. She just said that she was a parent and rolled up her window. But we are still here monitoring the situation, and we'll keep you updated, Ann David.
Updated what? Dude, is he actually special needs? Am I making fun of his? I think I'm talking shit about a drunk dude, but he, like I said earlier, he might actually be a little slow. I don't know. Like that happens, right? Like is this the Walmart of news agencies? They giving the dude a shot or what? That's cool. I ain't against it. That's cool. It's admirable of the company. I just need to know if that's happening though. Otherwise, he looks like he's drunk. Okay. Does he just have a speech impediment? Because his eyes are really close together. Is he actually like alcohol syndrome, baby? I'm just saying. I don't know what's going on. Could we have a PSA maybe somewhere on the screen? Could we have it on the overlay, like in the corner, little lower thirds? This is a special needs broadcast. Make-A-Wish. I don't know. What is it? What you would put something there to where you would be like, oh, I get it. I don't get it right now. I don't know for sure, and he might be drunk because the shit's crazy right now. He's actually normal normally, but now
but we do know that there is a large police presence here. I'm at Lake Lansing and Larch Street, and if you look behind me, you can see there are a lot of police officers from multiple different agencies. I did try to get a closer look when we were driving into this area
to see
which agencies were here. It looks like we have, at least we know of MSP, and we did see DeWitt Township here. Now, we are not exactly sure what is happening, but we do have tape up. If you look, this entire section is taped up, and then if you go further even down, so this is East Street, and if you go further even down, there's another road intersection that's completely taped up as well. So we're not exactly sure whatever police are down there for, which intersection they are located at, because there's two taped off, but they are both taped off. So if you're coming to this area, you're going to want to avoid it, first off.
They drop something, and they cause
there are a lot of police cars blocking the roads around here. So once again, we're not exactly sure what is happening here, but there is a large police presence, and we will get back to you when we know more.
They've been practicing over there in China. until they perfected the shit out, like Bruce Lee or something. They were like, bop! They were like, nah! Ooh, it's time. Release the balloon. Release the fucking balloon as big as a bus, 3 buses actually, and they dropped some shit on them train tracks. What else did they drop? Who knows? But they did something to the train probably. And something else just derailed in Texas that has toxic shit on it. Not saying they were involved with that, but they might have been, because they have been cohorting with the cartels to get fentanyl here. Because they produce it in China and they give it to the cartels for super cheap, and then they bring it here and they help. They know what's happening. They know that they're poisoning our people and killing us off. It's the main killer for the main deaths for that age group now. It used to be car wrecks. Like, what is it? 18 to 35 or something? I think it's even broader than that, actually. A broader age range than that. Fentanyl. And they know that. They want it. Calvin. So maybe there was some cartel shit that derailed some shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the cartel put some shit on a train track and made it derail. They know what they're doing. What would it take? How much would it take to make it happen? What they want us knowing about it? Are they going to tell us? Like if it was a big enough chain or something like that over the track? Did they say why that train, either one of them derailed? Why did those happen? Did they give us a definition or I mean a reason? Why haven't there been any picture of these other non-balloon floating devices that are not propulsion but floating somehow? All this is so fucking strange. And then this happens. Why are all the Asians killing people now too? All the Asian mass shootings all of a sudden. That's really odd. Red Shoes is dead. So I'd like to know why this guy didn't just decided to go killing people all of a sudden. Vila, what's going on? You deleted it. Why did you do that?
I'm seeing some things change. I've seen now 2 helicopters fly. This is the lowest that I have seen them tonight. They're kind of, both of them are kind of circling. I don't know if we can see through the trees or not. Over there by the Student Union, which is just a few buildings away from where I am. Looks like one helicopter. I can't tell if it's landing or not, but it is awfully low here on campus. The other one is up flying like a little turtles. Higher than that one right now, as police are still out here. I've not seen many people come out of Berkeley Hall there. We did see about 3 officers not in the SWAT go inside the building there a few minutes ago, but things still seem to be an active search here at Berkeley Hall. I still see a lot of police officers outside the building. Not seen the SWAT team come out. They're still heavily guarding the door. So yeah, it is still very active here on Michigan State's campus here on the north end. Ann and David.
Oh, he's a good dude. This guy's a good dude. He's good. Chilling, little pocket full. Just hold out.
Ready.
So let's do this. Boom. Gotta get ready. You gotta get ready. I think she was ready, Bob. Bob. Fox is covering this too.
State University. Our hearts are certainly going out to everybody that's involved. Teachers, staff, students, parents, just even those just thinking about what it would be like. It is a very sad moment for residents in Michigan.
And we know, it's sad indeed, we know that it's also a great worrisome moment for so many parents out there. And so we ask again, it's hard to say to you as a parent. I think Dave and Taryn pointed this out to me. It's easy to say, just don't come, just don't come. Yeah, right. But it's your instinct, it's your child. Of course you want to run and, I think as Taryn pointed out, hug your babies, hug your kids.
I said that to Dina. I'm sure she wants to, but she had to fight off her urge.
She had to fight off her urge. But the thing is right now that law enforcement, this is a crime scene that is still a crime scene that's spanning blocks and blocks and blocks from Berkey Hall to the Union, beyond that to areas like Landon Hall where the students are currently kind of being sheltered in place. Keep in mind, if you haven't heard from your young person yet, if they're sheltered in place and they ran out of their dorm room, did they grab their cell phone charger? Have all they've been doing has been on that phone? It's possible that they're not able to get a hold of you right now because of the number of people who are on their cell phones in that room. So I know we had some employees or friends and family here at Fox 2 trying to get a hold of their family members, their sons and daughters on campus, and they weren't able to at first, and it's concerning and upsetting. But at this point, we do know that it seems as though the person who's responsible for doing this is dead. Right. And that is the only light piece of solace in this very terrible, dark day today.
And I don't think that opens up this news opens up the campus at all in terms of you can now safely move around, right? Because we're in the process of collecting the evidence here and figuring out what happened. Clearly, he had to get from those two places to Lake Lansing Road and Larch. There's a trail there that needs to be followed. So again, just to hear this news and say, okay, now I can go get my child.
And we understand, though, that the press conference is
ongoing,
getting started at this moment. Do we have that live? Well, here we go. We have him walking. Let's take this live.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Good afternoon, or good evening, excuse me. I'm Marlon Lynch, Vice President for Public Safety, Chief of Police here at Michigan State University. Tragic series of events that have occurred here this evening. But we've had a tremendous amount of support from our community, to include our law enforcement partners who are here with me at the moment as well. Standing at the far right, we have Ingham County Prosecutor John Duane. Next to him, we have Sheriff Scott Wigglesworth, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI, Jim Taraska, and you've already met Deputy Chief Chris Rosman. Wanted to thank you for coming to share us as we update our community in regards to tonight's events. We will get directly to the most recent update with that, and then we'll have comment and questions.
Thank you, Chief. Again, Chris Rosman, Deputy Chief with Michigan State University Police and Public Safety. So we start tonight by sharing an important update. And that update is the suspect in this incident was located outside of the MSU campus. And it does appear that that suspect has died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. It is confirmed that he is deceased. This truly has been a nightmare that we are living tonight, but we have remained laser focused on the safety of our campus, our students, and the surrounding community. We are relieved to no longer have an active threat on campus, while we realize that there is so much healing that will need to take place after this. Again, to reiterate the update, there is no longer a threat to campus. We believe there to only be one shooter in this incident, and there is no longer a need to shelter in place on campus. There is no longer a threat on campus. We are sad to report that there have been 3 confirmed fatalities. This is in addition to the 5 victims who were injured and transported to the hospital. Some of those 5 victims still have life-threatening injuries. Out of respect for the families, and while we continue our active investigation, we cannot confirm any personal information about any of the victims at this time. Again, we want to reiterate to everybody that we know there is a lot of information that's being shared on social media and being said on the scanner. Please continue to get your information from us. We are committed to sharing timely and transparent information. Our hearts are with those who have been affected by this senseless act of violence. Giving an update like this is never easy. As a father, I can only imagine how parents are feeling right now. This will be the beginning of a long healing process for everyone who has been affected. That is the initial information that we're able to share at this point. I'll conclude by saying again that this is still a fluid situation. There are several different crime scenes that we are processing with our state and federal partners, and there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to Special Agent in Charge James Tarasca from the FBI.
Thanks, Chris. Good evening. I'm Jim Tarasca, Special Agent in Charge of the FBI in Michigan. Our hearts go out to the victims, their families, and the entire community. I'd like to thank Chief Lynch for your leadership tonight and your partnership. This evening, FBI agents and our response teams joined our law enforcement partners to assist in investigating this horrific incident. We will continue to investigate until we are sure no further threat is posed to the public, which at this point, we're pretty clear it's not. Additionally, we will provide victim services to all students impacted by this incident. We're asking the public, in addition to the other numbers provided to call in for information, we have the 1-800 call FBI number. Please feel free to use that to call in any tips. This is an ongoing investigation. We'll continue investigating throughout the night and likely days. So with that, Chief, thank you. Thank you.
In addition to the FBI tip line, we have countless investigators from not only the MSU, Police and Public Safety, but our local, county, state, and federal partners assisting us with this investigation, and there still is a lot to do. I'm going to provide another 800 number and email address for anybody that may have any information that will help our investigators as we put the pieces together for this incident. That phone number, and we'll also share it on our social media, is 844-99-MSUPD. Again, 844-99-MSUPD. And our tip line is tips, T-I-P-S, at police.msu.edu. Our investigators will continue to work tonight and around the clock to process the crime scenes and start to put the pieces together to try to understand what happened here tonight. At this time, we will open it up for a couple questions. I just want to say, please understand that we are sharing information as quick as we can. There's a lot that we don't know at this point. This is still dynamic, it's still fluid, and we will do our best to answer your questions. I'll start right here in the front.
Is the suspect a faculty member, a student? What can you tell us about him?
So we are unsure of any affiliation that the suspect had to the university. Our investigators and officers are still working to determine his identity. Once his identity is determined, we will then look to what connection he may have had to our community here. But at this time, that's still part of our investigation.
Just to follow up along the same lines, are the victims in this instance students?
So we continue to work to identify the victims in this case out of respect for their families. As we work through the process, we are not going to identify or confirm if any of the victims at this point are MSU students. That is something that we are quickly working to determine, and that will be a priority for us. In the back.
Can you describe if they're men or women for the victims?
I actually don't have that information. All we can confirm at this point is 3 fatalities at the scene on campus and 5 victims that were transported. That is all the information that we have. However, we will work to determine the specific identity of those victims and their affiliation to campus, if any. Over here.
Were the shootings limited to the Union and Berkey? And then also, there were reports that the suspect was found with a backpack with magazines and another gun. Are you able to say if that's the case?
So the first question was the location of the shootings. We can confirm that the first shooting occurred at Berkey Hall, and the second subsequent shooting occurred at the MSU Union, which is adjacent to Berkey Hall. Victims were located at both of those locations. There were no other scenes, or a shooting did not take place at any other location. There were erroneous reports that there were additional shooting scenes, and that is not true. The question about what the suspect had in his possession when he was contacted, I cannot confirm that right now. We did release some pictures of the suspect. I cannot confirm if he was possessing a bag at that time. Go over here.
Do we know what type of gun was used?
We do not at this point. We do not have that information. That will be part of this investigation in terms of what type of weapon was used. We do not have that information at this time. Our investigators are working. That's part of the investigation that we're putting the pieces together right now. Go over here.
Do you have any information about what the motive was for this?
We have absolutely no information right now on what the motive is, and I can't even begin to imagine what that motive would be. That will obviously be part of our investigation. I know that is going to be a question that lingers on everybody's mind. We will do our best to determine that, but at this time we have no idea.
How many law enforcement officers, agents assisted you in this entire incident?
The initial response to the initial shooting was overwhelming. Every one of our law enforcement partners in Ingham County responded to the scene, and additional counties in this area showed up along with our federal partners. I'm comfortable saying in the hundreds. We had hundreds of law enforcement officers from university, local, county, state, and federal from the mid-Michigan area that descended on campus today in a coordinated effort to resolve this incident and secure our campus. In the back, News 6.
Do you know where the MSU president is, and do you know why we haven't heard from her?
I don't have that information right now. My understanding is that she is returning to campus and has been briefed on this incident, and I can only imagine what she's feeling at this point. Our focus up to this point has really been on the safety of our campus and the public safety operations at hand, and we have briefed not only our president but our executive leadership team every step of the way. In addition to that, we activated our emergency operations center and put our plans in place that we have planned for an incident similar to this. We initiated those plans, and part of the reason that it was as smooth on our end as it was in this tragic situation was because of the pre-planning, the emergency plans, and the training that we do countywide for responding to act of violence incident. In the back, great.
Can you confirm how many fatalities and injuries there were at each shooting location, and how many people were at those locations when the shooting started?
Sure. The question was how many victims were at each shooting scene. I unfortunately do not have that information. Out of an abundance of transparency, I can share that 2 of the fatalities were at Berkey Hall and 1 was at the MSU Union. The other 5 victims, I don't have the specific locations where they were. We also don't have specific information on how many students or people were in those buildings when the shooting occurred. I do know that there were students in those buildings. I don't have a specific number. I want to commend the students and our community on how they reacted when we sent out our emergency messaging, instructing people to shelter in place, to run, hide, fight. Our community listened, and that's why a lot of folks in those buildings were able to escape, is because of following our instructions. I'm going to go over here in the back.
You talked a lot about the collaboration, the massive response. What led you to this guy? How did you find him?
So I actually don't have that information right now. The update that we provided about the contact that we had with the suspect off campus was very fluid and dynamic and occurred right before coming in here today. So unfortunately, I don't have that information on what led us to his location. He was contacted by law enforcement. He was contacted by law enforcement off campus. I cannot confirm that location right now. That scene is also being treated as a crime scene and is being investigated as we speak. We may have additional information to share relating to that in the future. I'll tell you what, over here, go ahead.
The 5 victims, are all of them still in critical condition? Are some in stable condition? What's the range of their condition?
So we do not have a current update on the 5 victims that are at the hospital. I am aware that they experienced life-threatening injuries. We hope to have an update from the hospital, and I think at future briefings we will have a representative from the hospital here that may be able to share additional information as well. Sir.
Yeah, thank you. The shooting victims in Berkey, were they all in one location, such as a particular classroom?
So I don't have that information right now. That will be part of our investigation in terms of where the victims were located within the building. We don't have that information available to us right now. Right here.
Are there plans to close campus beyond the 48 hours?
So at this point, we are declaring that campus will be closed for 48 hours. That is the current status right now. That is subject to change as we evaluate our response to this incident, keeping the victims and the students of our community who have been impacted by this tragedy at the forefront. If we need to extend that we will, and the appropriate conversations are occurring to make those determinations right now. Sir.
Can you confirm that the suspect in the photos is the same person that was found dead?
I can confirm that the photograph that we pushed out immediately as part of our transparent information sharing is the same suspect that was found deceased, yes. Sir.
Just so I'm clear, can parents come to the campus now to pick up their students, and can students leave the campus?
Yes, so we have lifted the shelter in place. That communication was sent out during this conference. Students are free to leave and go about their business. If they would like to be picked up, they may do that. We encourage any student that experienced any part of this incident that may be a witness to contact us. We have already been in touch with several of them, but if there are any students that witnessed any of the tragedy that occurred tonight, we would refer them to our tip line and email. We would like to have an investigator speak with them to understand what their experience was during this tragic incident. In the back.
To your knowledge, was there anybody that confronted the shooter either at Berkey or the Student Union building?
We do not have any information on whether anybody confronted the shooter at either one of those buildings one way or the other. Part of the investigation, we will look at the sequence of events and what occurred at each building, and that's why we encourage any students or witnesses to come forward to help us piece the sequence of events together. Go ahead.
Were any campus threats reported in the last few days or on social media? And then how did police find the suspect? Did he shoot himself prior to police interaction?
So we have not received any threats to campus in the last several days or before this incident. We have not received any threats to our knowledge. Obviously, our state and federal partners are constantly monitoring different sources to provide information to us. And to my knowledge right now, we were not aware of a threat before this. What was the second part of your question?
How did you all stop the suspect? Did he shoot himself before he made contact with you guys?
So I don't have the particular details on the encounter that happened when law enforcement confronted the suspect off campus. That will be part of our investigation as well, but I don't have the specific details of how that incident transpired.
What was the first time that the call came in?
The first report that we received was at 8:18 p.m. 8:18 p.m. We responded in force. We had officers on scene, not only from MSU Police and Public Safety, but East Lansing Police Department, the Michigan State Police, the Ingham County Sheriff's Office, Meridian Township Police Department, initially responded to that scene within minutes. We had officers in the building following their active shooter protocol and going towards the threat. While officers were in Berkey Hall, the suspect moved over to the Union, and when the incident took place there, officers quickly redeployed to the Union, and that's when the suspect left out the north door of the Union, which was the point that he was last seen.
We'll be taking one more question, and then we'll provide an additional update at 1:30 a.m.
So we'll take one more question, and we are going to do another update at 1:30, which is less than an hour from now. Go ahead.
I know the scene with the shooter is still ongoing. You just found out about it, but do you know, was he in an off-campus apartment, in a car? What was the location in which you found the suspect?
So we're not going to share any information right now about that specific location where that occurred. I can assure you that it was off campus. It wasn't directly near campus at all. It was an off-campus location. Because that scene is still active as well, we're not going to disclose that particular location right now. So again, we really do appreciate everyone. Go ahead. Yeah. I'm going to turn it back over to the Vice President, Chief.
I just wanted to end it with this particular comment. We can't describe and appreciate the response that we have from our partners in our community. The number of police officers, emergency medical service, fire departments that showed up literally within minutes to support this effort, it's completely overwhelming with that. If you were on campus at the time, you saw it with that. They're still there, still clearing buildings. It's a very methodical process. We had the numbers to do it. And it's only because of the relationships that we have here locally and the ability to train and partner constantly. And the communication is always there. It's a situation that when one department receives the call, everybody does with that. We're extremely grateful for our relationships. It would not have been as thorough and as expedient and as efficient that it has been to this point without those partnerships. I just wanted to take a moment to thank our partners with that, as well as our community for being responsive to the messaging that was sent to them this evening. Thank you, and we'll see you at 1:30.
Okay, so that update from police at Michigan State, we now know a little bit more about the 3 victims who we know have died in these shootings that
I'm done. Well, it's bedtime, I guess. I'm tired of shit. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Everybody's going to bed. Look it ended. Simon's on my lap, making me super sleepy, dude. He's laying on me. I'm gonna go to bed now. And with it. I don't know, he's making me so sleepy, dude. Alright then. Tony, it's over. He's caught. Red Shoes is gone. He's dead. Red Shoes is dead. Alright, telling us the information. Alright. Cancel it. North Star. Okay. I feel better. North Star. Be alright, dude. Breathe in. Breathe out. You gotta breathe in. Breathe. Every cat and hug it. Alright. Guys, safe out there. Just keep breathing. Good. See you again bright and early tomorrow. Be there. Be square. You guys, good night. Thank you, David Smith and Mark Atterbury. All going belong to life. You guys, good night. Oh, Amber, all you guys are awesome. Everybody else, all the people that are here. Hallelujah. If you weren't here, why weren't you here? You were awesome too. Alright then. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, so sweet.